That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Almost like I
Bad.
spent 3 hours doing this.
Can you see George okay? Is George just okay?
George is there.
thought
George is right next to you,
Can you see
baby.
George O'Keefe? I don't know why I thought you were going to say that.
How you feeling, George?
We're keeping it down here.
All right.
I'm feeling O'Keefe.
Well, let's see if everything falls off.
Got nothing.
I'm feeling
Grant, I usually take that seat. I'm sorry. I'll swap you next week. I actually like the folding chair the most. I'll take it next week.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
All right. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo podcast, episode 825, the Dottler podcast. The Go Nintendo podcast is part of the HyperX podcast network. Check out our show and other shows at podcast.hyperx.com. MomBrain, will you tell us about Dottler, please?
Unless
For $1. For a
$1.
$1.
Unless somebody else would like to.
You're doing it. The people demand you.
What? No, they don't.
Agreed.
What?
Dottler barely moves, but it's still alive.
So me.
That's great.
Hiding in its shell without food or water seems to have awakened its psychic powers.
So, like me.
Like Urkel.
They're a foot tall.
Comes out of its shell every Friday night.
They weigh when the mood is right.
Oh.
They weigh 43 pounds. Their gender is male and female, and the category is randome.
I don't know how you say it, but
I'm not familiar with that one.
I don't know. Abilities
I
include
just know the Hoenn region.
I don't know.
compound eyes. The Pokemon's compound eyes boost its accuracy, and Swarm powers up bug type moves when the Pokemon's HP is low.
Thanks, MomBrain.
Dottler.
My pleasure.
Dew Michaels is here.
Uku.
Nikki Hill is here.
Hi.
Kirby's here.
Hey, everybody.
MomBrain's here.
Yo-ho.
George is here. George, how are you?
I'm feeling long.
And the one and only Josh Grobot is here. Josh, how are you this lovely Friday afternoon?
I am the world's best singer.
Okay, everything checks out there. We saw that Josh does have a Rosie tattoo. That's why he was playing so coy about it. If you saw the podcast picture,
That was great.
you caught a little bit of his Rosie
That's none
tattoo.
of your business.
Well, we saw the pictures, Josh, so it's our business now.
Every
Gentleman doesn't
week,
kiss and tell.
Once it's on the internet, it's there
That's
forever.
right. Those pictures
Sure,
belong to the
whatever.
public.
That's right. Just like that picture where Beyonce was like, remove this from the internet. No one can ever see this picture again. And
Oh,
then
right.
she ensured that it stayed there forever.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The Streisand effect.
Yeah, that's it. That is correct.
That's so good.
Yeah. What a day. What a
I'm
day.
the star of the show.
Oh, okay, Josh.
Josh.
Thank you. Oh, hello, 10th Division and
Isn't yours-
Tamakoto
Josh's voice a little deeper today.
and
That was a
Roth.
really great story.
And Keith and Nico Druni and Retsuza and Nightwind and Mom Perfect Brain and whoever else wanders in here. I know this is a completely random Friday show. I snuck in the podcast Discord just to give a heads up for anybody that popped in there to see that was going on. And some of you showed up, so thank you. But yes, blame this all on not E3 because tomorrow there are 4 conferences. Technically tomorrow there's 5, but because I'm so lucky, I only have to cover 4 of them. So this yesterday was a nightmare. Today is a nightmare. Was a nightmare. It's pretty good right now.
I thought we were supposed to be blaming it on the rain.
And tomorrow
Nice.
is it supposed to rain tomorrow? And
Actually.
tomorrow, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Vanilli.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going for.
A great way to start off the weekend. Thanks for saying that, William George. I'm going to take it you mean watching the podcast and not me working. Hello, Rex. So yeah, thanks. Nightwind says blame it on the rain. There you go. So we're here. We're doing a random show. Next week's show is going to be even more random because I don't even know what day I'm going to do it. I'll try and be better and tell you guys once I figure things out. But
Hell yeah.
And there was something
Mango,
else. I don't remember what it is. But yes, if you're spending part of your Friday with us live, thank you. But if you're listening to the recorded version, thank you for that as well. Because as I keep saying, and I'm going to tell you guys when it goes down, each week since we've come back, the show has been downloaded by more people than the week previously. And that is once again the case for this week, or last week, I should say. So more people keep showing up. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Call of Duty, bro.
Well, if
People
they're tuning,
must,
Josh, if they're tuning in for Call of Duty, they're not really getting anything.
people
Shut up. I don't care.
must really love
Go Nintendo.
podcasts that have like technical issues and stuff. Because like each week you have more and more technical issues, and it's just like,
whoa!
keep piling
This
in.
week's fine. Don't jinx it, please. I spent so
oh, well,
much.
this week it's a scheduling issue.
Yes,
So next week it's even a. Everyone, stay tuned. Next week's going to be a tougher scheduling issue.
That's true. That is
Tell
true.
all your friends about it. All your friends who don't like schedules.
People in the chat are saying Josh is sassy and he's excited about the Summer Games Fest that took place.
Schedules, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm
Now
in
that I
that
think
camp.
about it.
I'm in that camp too.
Josh, is that it? Were you really excited for Summer Game Fest?
Thanks. Very cool.
Josh, did you watch it at home or did you go to a movie theater? Because you could go, I think you could go to IMAX theaters to watch it. And boy, if you did that, you were probably very disappointed.
Smash that subscribe
Yeah, you
button.
could. They did a deal where Jeff Keighley, the Dorito Pope, who was hosting this year's Summer Game Fest.
Pope? Oh, come on.
Come
We've
on,
talked
this
about
is like
Sorry.
this got to be close to a decade now. It started with
damn you.
like Halo years ago. Type in Dorito Pope on
Wait a
Google
minute, Jeff
search and it'll
Keighley's
come
more
up.
than 10 years old?
He is, yes. He doesn't look it,
And he
but
works in the
is.
video game industry? I thought that was an industry for children.
He had a
How
show
old is he,
on.
actually?
I don't know. He had a show on Spike TV when Spike TV was the thing.
I think that's how I found out about him. I would like watch Spike
There he
TV
is.
sporadically.
The Dorito Pope, because so this came about because many moons ago he did like a sponsored interview related to Halo, and it was sponsored by Mountain Dew and Doritos, and they had him do the interview surrounded by Mountain Dew and Doritos. Oh, like this. Here you go. Not his choice. So the
I
internet
mean,
started taking
They're present.
this
That's not
picture and
necessarily
like putting it.
surrounded.
Well,
by them.
the internet started taking this picture and putting them over here
Right.
and above him, and then eventually turned
Delicious.
into him wearing a giant Dorito on his head, because that's how the internet works, holding up his Mountain Dew. There you go
I
again.
mean, I don't know why.
I
they
understand.
why they didn't put him in like a giant Dorito sack.
I'm sure it's out
There's
there
still
somewhere.
time.
Listen,
No, like why Dorito didn't or Frito-Lay.
They have the technology.
they had a whole
Mr.
segment.
Dorito.
They had a whole segment where he got his fingers as Dorito dusted as possible to grab all the controllers that were sitting around to get the real Halo experience, the true gamer
Ew.
experience.
And
So
like every person that he interviewed, he like shakes their hand and rubs Dorito.
Oh God!
Dorito dust. Yeah, you're right. The sweat of the bottle makes the Dorito dust stick more, and then there you go. What was I saying? What was the point? of this?
DD mega doo doo.
Did you say what was the point of this?
Yeah, I was. There was
I
a
don't know.
point. Yeah, Jeff Keighley. Oh, yes, this year he did the Summer Game Fest again, and he announced that they were
okay,
doing
I
the
forgot
tie-in
too.
with. I want to say maybe it wasn't IMAX, maybe it was like AMC or something. But you go to a theater and watch it. I don't know if you had to pay like a regular ticket price. That would seem like a real scam. But if you wanted, because there's no E3 this year, so Summer Game Fest is like one of the bigger things. So you're probably figuring, well, it'd be fun to get some friends together and go to a movie theater, and like nobody else is going to be there watching it. So you yell at the screen and it'd be fun. There were some fun announcements at Summer Game Fest, but nothing like mind-boggling.
Nothing
How many days
legendary.
was Summer Game
Legendary
Fest?
for me, not for anybody else, huh?
How many days? Was
One
Summer-
done over.
Was one? What was today?
It's an hour long.
Summer Games Expo.
They're using like the Summer Game Fest branding for a couple days, but the actual Summer Game Fest was yesterday. Like today was Netflix and Tribeca and IGN and Freedom Games and somebody else. And tomorrow is Wholesome Games and what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to cover it all. Whatever. If they say anything Nintendo related, you're going to see it on the site. It's just there's only like it's literally hours of just people droning on and on about games. And the problem is some of the shows are great to watch because it's just here's a trailer, but you don't know what's coming. And I don't know if it's going to be for the Switch. So I have to pay attention at the end to see if the logo's there. And then I have to post about it. So as soon as I'm posting about it, the next trailer's on and I got to like pay attention to see if that one's going. It's a nightmare.
Yeah,
But-
but it's pretty much standard for you. I mean,
Not gonna lie, I'm
anytime
sweating a
any of
little
us is talking to you, you're doing 4 other things.
It is standard for E3, but we were talking about this in a Discord a little bit. Regular E3 is better for coverage in a way because that way 1, 2, 3, like 3 days. This is like June, the whole month, and it's like this day, this time, this day, this time. Somebody today was like, "We're doing something in July," and I'm like,
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? That was perfect. So
George,
it's a nightmare.
Have you been watching anything from Summer Games Fest? No, I've had a lot. I've been juggling a lot with these limes.
Oh, I thought there's.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like
It's going to be lime related.
Yeah,
I don't have to lime.
Another classic George lime pun.
Yeah,
Maybe got a whole
Well,
lot of lime.
that's what we were saying.
He's just
Nice.
he's very tired.
I'm
from
really
juggling-
excited about
juggling.
Metroid Lime. So, whatever gets announced Nintendo related over the next.
Oh, Red Souza.
month.
Red Souza has the best recommendation for you. You got to get a keyboard for your toes so you can double your productivity.
Yes,
If
you know.
anyone can
Oh,
do
look
it,
at what
I
popped
bet
up
it's
in
you.
the chat. Anastasia Beaverhausen did a little Ethan
Oh,
Klein.
Gross. Gross picture.
Yes,
I saw
Roth.
it, yeah.
Roth. The wholesome direct is tomorrow, and that should be fun. That's WHOL, not HOLE. Wholesome, which is all like nice, relaxing games. Their presentation last year was great, and there's going to be without a doubt Switch stuff in there. The Sure Why Not sound is from a Tim and Eric episode. Red Souza. Hello, Anastasia Beaverhausen, and
The
there's something
Cinco
else I wanna say.
sleep party mask. The
From
Cinco-
Cinco.
I believe so.
something like that.
The Cinco FaceTime Party Snoozer. I
Thank
believe
you.
it's called.
Yes.
Wait, what are the other sayings? I'm like,
I understand.
I understand.
Sure, why not?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. And
There's one more. Right?
there's
Okay.
at least one more.
It's just
Sure,
okay.
why not?
Yeah, I only have Sure Why Not, and I
I
understand.
understand.
And I believe the voice is
Okay.
Baba Odenkirk.
It is, yes.
You also have
It's free.
Red Souza says, I've been watching So Much Better Call Saul, and it sounds like Bob Odenkirk. Well, you're correct. It is him. Nice job there. All right, so all that E3 stuff going on.
Not E3.
You know what? I was going to talk about something, but I don't want to spoil it. I'm just going to say two things very quickly. One of them is going to be bad, but it's important.
Mhm.
So Miss Marvel came out. Whew, so good, amazing. I know nobody here has watched it
my
except MomBrain, who also liked it.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend watching it. It is Disney Plus's. It's Marvel's highest rated show on Disney Plus so far. But more importantly, the actress's name, and this could be a lot more poignant if I knew her name, but I don't remember it.
Oh, boy.
He's not great with actor names, so
yeah,
don't
it's
hold
got
it
nothing to
against
do with
him.
her.
or any names.
Any names in general, yeah. I was just having this conversation with somebody else.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
don't think I've ever-
before the
You know
show
how long
came
it took
out,
him to remember George's name?
before the show
It's
came out, I said to
written on his
MomBrain,
pants.
and I believe I was talking to you too, Dew. I was like, get ready because this thing's going to be review bombed like crazy because people don't want
Well, sure.
a
You didn't need a
brown
crystal
woman
ball for that.
Yeah.
or
not really.
just a woman in general, whatever. So the show came out, and on IMDb and other places where you have user reviews, it was bombed with ones right out of the gate.
May the rats eat your
This is horrible. This is this girl's first on-screen acting job,
Yeah, what's her
and
name
she
again?
does fantastic. And that has nothing to do with
First
the
and
reviews.
last.
The reviews are about racism and all that garbage. It's horrendous. I can't believe this is happening. It's disgusting.
Really? You can't?
That's the
because
thing. I wish I could
I
say
believe
that I
it.
can't.
You know,
believe it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can believe it. I can believe it.
I
It's
bet
just
you,
shocking.
I bet you they
still.
prepare her for she probably knows
Yeah.
already, but I bet
But-
you they have a
Yeah, I would
team
hope
that
so.
sits with her and
Well, and the other thing is-
kind of
They've been dipping her in acid.
Yes,
to
you
thicken
need
her
it. You
skin.
need it.
Isn't that
So
horrible?
especially Disney, because they're like, listen, we've been through this so many times, especially in recent years with that poor woman from Star Wars too. And I think I remember a guy's name, John Boyega.
Oh yeah, he's not a woman.
He got stuff too, and he's not a woman. Yeah,
Her and Leslie
Wait,
Jones
who is
and
the
all
woman?
those
I'm fed up
other
with this
people.
world.
huh? The Asian woman. I don't remember her
Ming-Na
name.
what? Or-
Yes.
Oh,
They gave her
Rose?
crap.
Oh my, Rose.
Rose. I don't know her act.
Yeah.
Oh, her.
Her acting
I used
name,
to
her real
remember it,
name.
actually.
Well, anyway, she got terrible stuff. Yeah, where she like disappeared off the internet because of all of it. But
How'd she do
anyway,
it?
people-
how did she do it?
And then
So everyone wants to figure out how to get off the internet.
and people are with Miss Marvel. So there's the whole Muslim thing. There's a whole brown person thing. There's a whole woman thing. And then on top of all that, they're like, here comes Disney Plus with another woke show, which has it's such a misunderstanding of what Miss Marvel is about. Like this has been like Miss Marvel came out. This version of Miss Marvel came out in the mid '90s. This is what the character has been about since then. That's the whole point.
That's the thing. Like when
Kelly Tran, Nico Drury
Oh,
says,
thank you.
sorry.
I knew it was like something Tran, but anyway, like I think one of you guys told me about there was a backlash concerning Miles Morales, maybe in like either the movie or the video game. I don't remember, but when I heard about that, I was thinking like, hasn't that character been around since the '90s? And like, what, like, do these people even like know about these comics?
Yeah, they don't. They just see.
I'm not an expert by any means.
It's very easy because they see a person of color or a woman and they're like, I don't like this, and they speak up about it. So
okay.
that's what it is.
That was my theory.
Yeah. So anyway, it's garbage, and I know people listening to this
The
show.
world is garbage.
but it's.
I know
That's all
people
taken
listening
out.
to this show aren't like that, and I want to say we talked about something bad, but in terms of something good, I know you guys are great, and don't. You're not any part of that, and you do a great job at trying to spread the good word and fight the good fight. So I really very much appreciate that. And if you see anyone doing any of that kind of stuff, I don't. If it's on the internet, whatever. It's the internet because there's nothing you can do to stop people on the internet. But in person, you got to speak up.
But since then, it's now the
Since
highest
Wednesday.
rated,
Yeah.
even though it was like.
Well, I was looking at critics. I'm not looking at audience because audience, like when it gets review bombed with ones, there's nothing you can do. Like you're going to get people with 10s, and I understand they're fighting the review bombs, but then you have no idea what the average person is thinking.
But I guess there's critics are more reputable, so they're not.
T27 Duck says, "What the f did I walk into?" Time to leave.
Did he just start listening?
All right. Well, now we're going back to something fun, so you can stay for that. Nikki Hill. Oh, and this is actually related to the podcast. It's video game related. Nikki Hill placed an order for something, and it came this week. And I've been holding out for a
Flashlights
podcast
for
segment.
Everybody. Can we say
They're
that on the
connected to
podcast?
Honey Pop? Sure, we can. Nikki Hill ordered Coca-Cola Byte. It's called Byte, right? BYTE.
Byte.
And we're gonna drink it today.
Oh, I never even heard of it.
Yes, this
Reminds
is
me of
an
the-
online.
That looks like a
only
lot of packaging.
Coca-Cola.
I don't think they're that big.
Stu,
Oh, like okay. I thought you meant bite, like BITE.
What the?
could you read this, Stu?
I can try.
That is a huge box. for-
Inspired by the humble and iconic Pixel, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Byte celebrates the friendships and connections that are the essence of gaming. Take a sip and taste the pixels. We hope you share it with others.
What games are they playing? Friendship online?
It doesn't say, but this is very
Friendship.
sweet.
I really just wish that it tasted like an electrical. Oh, it's
The
that was a
cans
close one.
are awesome. Very
Oh,
cool
wow,
looking.
nice.
Man, their design is
The boxes are
on
labeled
top
Player
of
1
it.
and Player 2 as well.
I was
Just so
hoping
everybody
that-
out there
sort
in
of like
Radio
controllers.
Land knows, these are lukewarm. They are room temperature, just the way that only RMC likes them. And
I didn't even think of that. I'm
and-
sorry.
yep, no,
You wanna-
not
You want to put them
one
in?
is
Put one in
cold.
the fridge, and then well, never mind.
Nope.
We
All
can
right,
try
first
at the
things
end.
first.
Can I
Does
stick one in the
everyone
freezer or
does
something?
everyone want in to taste test this?
First things
Of
first. Does
course.
anyone
Okay.
have a pixel allergy?
Well, I just brushed my teeth before I came here.
So is that a no for you?
I'll try a little.
I brushed
All
my
right,
teeth,
there
then
you go,
drank
that's
coffee,
yours.
so I am in an even worse place to drink this. We'll pass this down
Oh, it smells
like the blood of
Well,
Mario.
smells fruity.
So Coca-Cola Starlight looks red. This looks like Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola
remember,
Light.
They're going for the taste of video games.
Now, is this this is not like? Do they make a normal version? This one's the sugar-free
They
version.
do, yeah.
Do they? I didn't see a normal version.
Well, I thought they did. Maybe they don't.
Yeah, this reminds me of something.
It does. The smell
Well,
reminds
the smell
me
reminds me of medicine. So we're off to a bad start.
Like an energy drink.
All right, I'm going for it. Well,
Mm.
gamers need their energy drinks.
The fact that it's sugar free gives me, I don't know.
It's not bad.
I taste. There's got to be like cherry in there, right?
It's no, it's video game.
Oh.
It said it's video game, just like Starlight
tastes
tastes
like
like
a-
space.
It tastes like a Switch cartridge.
It's interesting. The smell made me think it was going to be.
Raspberry was like almost.
Oh, yeah,
immediate.
It's almost got that kind of
But
flavor.
isn't that
to
what
it.
Starlight
reminds me
is?
of, raspberry crystal light or something.
Crystal Light is the right kind of
Yeah.
name to say. Yeah,
I think
that's the vibe
what
I'm
thinking
getting.
of.
Light is the right kind of
Yeah.
name to say. Yeah,
I think
that's the vibe
what
I'm
I'm thinking
getting.
of. Actually, I was like, oh, this reminds me of something I haven't like put in my body since the '90s.
So, Do and I think we'll both agree we would regularly drink Starlight. We like Starlight that much.
I love Starlight, and I'm not afraid to say it. I wish
Yeah.
it were a regular flavor. I don't
I
drink
like Starlight a
soda
lot.
that
I
much,
I
but
was really sad when
I
I didn't see
love
it on the
that
shelves
flavor.
anymore.
Now this I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't be like, yeah, pick up some more Byte. I'd be like, yeah, pick up Byte so somebody could try it, but I wouldn't be like, if somebody had it, I would drink it, but I wouldn't be like, yeah, get another couple cases of that. But it's not, and this is going to sound so dumb, and it's going to sound like I'm part of the marketing machine, but with Coca-Cola Starlight, I could at least get what they were going for by saying it was like space flavored. There was something about the flavor that I understood where I'm like, I wouldn't say it tastes like space, but I get it now. This, does not make me think video games. It doesn't, I don't know what it makes me
I'd
think
be
of.
interested to try the high test version, not necessarily the zero sugar version.
Look it up.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
does
know.
make a difference.
I don't.
You know what I have to say? The flavor's also not as strong as I expected it to be.
I think that's also because
Like
there's no sugar.
the back of it. Well, I only drink zero sugar Starlight, and I loved the flavor of
Yeah,
that.
well, I tried the regular version like once just to like just because I loved the
Much
I love the
more
flavor so
intense.
much.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this stuff isn't going to be around forever, so I gotta do this.
I think together we nailed it. Crystal Light, strawberry,
Raspberry.
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 I mean, sorry.
That's raspberry.
I'm
I
trying to
think that's
are there,
it.
like there aren't like a lot of raspberry flavored sodas. Are there?
No.
Is there
And
a lime flavor in it?
George, there's plenty of lime. Coca-Cola lime's a thing, I think.
Sounds like a real good lime.
George, your voice sounds real weird right now.
Does it taste sublime?
I'm gonna give it it doesn't taste sublime, George, but it's not horrible. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Solid 6.
Anybody else feel like going with a number?
I'll give it a 6.5.
Numbers.
Well, I would like to try it when it's actually cold.
Yeah, I would prefer it a little
Can't
bit
get it cold,
colder.
turns into poison.
And I'd love to try the regular version, but we have to call out just the packaging with the player 1, player 2.
They
on
went
the
all out.
box,
Oh, I
and
didn't notice that.
yeah, and there's even a little spot for recycling that says "Recycle me to play again," which I thought was kind of cute. But man, I love the design.
It's
of
very
it.
pink.
Really, really cool.
That's great. I was trying not to interrupt you, and I was trying to tell Nikki Hill to put that in the fridge. So I was pointing at the can, and I was like pointing at there, and then I went like this to walk, and I didn't know what else to do. So I looked at him, and I went like this.
No, you went like this.
Oh yeah, I opened the
Like,
door.
open
Yes.
a refrigerator door.
And then I did the shiver, and he looked at me like, "Oh," and MomBrain, because she's known me, or because she's lived with me for so long, looked at him and said, "He wants you to put it in the fridge."
I honestly thought you wanted me to like steal it from Deux as if it like be like super possessive about it and grab it and run out of here. I didn't understand what you meant.
Or
Hold it. You wanted me to hold it like a baby?
Nightwind says Starlight tastes like how I think Rainbow Road tastes in Mario Kart.
Oh man, that's
Mm.
heavenly.
I don't disagree with that. Hello, Hiley and Tom.
Really, there's not enough electrical fire in this.
Hiley and Tom is
Like-
correct.
like
Starlight
shorted
Coke.
out like melted wire flavor.
Starlight Coke is just Coke with cocaine added back in. That's all that it was.
Oh, man.
Now, if they were going to do a gamer flavor for real, I'd have to have like a tinge of BO, and somehow you'd have to make it taste racist.
Well, we're not tasting the actual gamer,
Yeah,
are
but
we?
it'd have to- it'd
Yeah,
have to
that's-
taste
No,
like
it's the
flatulence too,
essence
though.
of the gamer.
Sweat. No, not
Yeah,
just
sweat and flatulence,
not just sweat, like palm sweat.
Yeah. How do we make it taste like the gamer gunk
A
on
sweaty
controllers?
brow.
right?
A sweaty
A cool wet
brow
rag.
of a racist 13-year-old.
Grab
That's what
yourself
we
a
do.
cool wet rag.
It would have
for
to
this one.
taste like a tanuki leaf or something.
Ooh. Well, thank you very much, Nikki Hill. I really appreciate
My
that. You know I
pleasure.
love weird, strange drinks, and I will be. I guess I'll keep one of them. I don't want
Do
to
I have
get
to
rid
be?
of them.
Yeah, I love the packaging. I can't say it enough. Everything about it is
I'm
very,
just
very
kinda-
cool.
great.
I guess it's to protect it, but holy moly, that's a big box for 2 tiny cans.
It's
You'd
about the
think there'd be
presentation.
4 in there at least, how big it is, but
Well,
it's
once they make 4-player games, I guess. Oh my God! Wait, they were just like player 1, player 2. That's all video
Nice.
games are.
they should have come out with this when Nintendo 64 dropped.
Nintendo 64.
I don't want to
I
sound
need-
like part of the marketing team, but drink Coca-Cola Byte today.
Before
This
I
episode
refreshing.
sponsored by Coca-Cola Byte.
before I decide my score on it, I think I need
It's the taste of a new generation.
the guy that wears like the necktie and the suit taste testing it. I need to hear his opinion on it.
That guy?
Is this a random guy you're thinking of, or
What, I don't know his name. That guy that taste tests foods.
He like eats food and then
but
dances.
he's like, no, not him.
Oh, that's who you'd want to hear his opinion.
No, I'm talking about the guy on YouTube or the kid on YouTube.
Hi,
that's-
Koboon.
oh,
Oh,
give us
reviews
necktie.
reviews on the run. Reviews on the run.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. I thought
This
you
is
meant the-
reviews on the
Can
run.
he do it like from his car?
Well, he used to.
Or
but
a
now-
nice dining room table.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
always
I think-
dressed in a suit.
I only watched part of one because it was way too long. But yeah, I remember he was in a car.
Oh,
It's long.
the
because
burp
it's-
was like
it's
vitamins.
thorough.
Without a doubt.
Very cool.
Very cute.
All right, let's do some news, MomBrain. Wait, this is
Oh,
a serious
Lord.
show. We got to go.
I'm all hepped up on Byte. There was no sugar in that. What?
Hey, MomBrain, let's do some news. How do you feel about that? Good.
We'll be right.
Hey, MomBrain, let's do some news. You up for it?
I got music. Is that what I sound
You're
like?
having trouble finding this every week. Why don't you put it some or name it something you'll remember?
Yeah.
We'll wait. We're not live or anything. We'll wait.
With
MomBrain, I organized that by the way you wanted it. That's why I don't understand. There we go. Okay. Nintendo. So Nintendo's not doing anything E3 yet, or not E3. Who knows if they're going to do something? But they have told everybody in advance that they will not be part of Gamescom. So if you want to wait, did we talk about this last week?
Who the what?
If we did, I wasn't paying attention.
It says
I
7
don't
days ago. We
recall it.
might have.
Yeah.
What is
recall
Gamescom
it.
again? Precious.
This.
I think we did. I think we talked about it. It's
Is
the
that where
big
you
game
go to-
show in Germany.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked
Okay.
about it. You talked about Stuttgart.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, no, because they're doing like pop-up events somewhere.
Yes. We
I'll
talked
have
about.
to
Okay.
get back in
next
time to
story.
see Crawford.
Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 3 is upon us, and the theme this time around is Vibin.
Baby, lock the door
no.
and turn the lights down low.
Not country vibin, like chill. Only that's now, MomBrain. We talked about this on here. It's fine. That's why we got to get a speaker that's got like an external volume control on it. That's just controlled by the iPad. But anyway.
Fortnite is doing everything it can to make me feel even older. Like it's like, hey man, you're about to turn 40. You should not be playing this. We are vibing, and you don't know what that means.
Well, vibin, sure you do. You
Does
know
it
what
have
vibin
something
is.
to do
Like
with
vibin
drugs?
means like, how about you could say,
Means you
I'm
got
feeling it.
vibes. Yeah.
I haven't been feeling it for 20 years.
And I don't know what it is anymore.
Is
Um,
that the same as feeling yourself?
Or feeling
yeah,
wonky.
if you're
I
vibing,
have to
you,
be?
you could be feeling yourself.
That's how I feel right now.
All right, so it's just like in the season this time around, there's one area of the map that has like a big like roller coaster / concert venue, and there's like music playing the whole time. There's a whole bunch of like I'm trying to think of it, like fashionable skins and things like that, but all the stupid stuff is still there too. For example, Darth Vader
That
is a part of
sounds-
this season, as is Indiana Jones. So all
They're
the
not
other stuff is there.
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
You underestimate my vibe.
Short round. You have to use this whip with me. We're vibing.
So that's available now. Other, I'm trying to think of what the new weapons are. There's new weapons. There's the saw blade shooter. The return of the baller. The baller is a vehicle that you could get in. It looks like a giant ball, and you ride it around. And it's got a plunger gun, and you can like connect to trees and buildings and swing around. It's a vibe, as the kids would say. You can also ride animals. Finally, now you can ride wolves and wild boar.
Man, that sounds like fun.
And once you jump on them to ride them, they become your friend. So they will
Obviously.
follow you wherever you go. until they run out of energy. Then they'll lay down and take a nap and then find where you are and come back. It's great.
Nice.
There's also
Oh my
They
god!
vibe too hard and they have to sleep it off.
yes.
Yeah, gotta recharge them vibes.
What else we got here? There's mushrooms all over the map. Giant mushrooms, small mushrooms. Some of them you can eat for shield. Some of them you can bounce off of. There's, as I said, an underground dance lodge.
Okay.
And the baller-based roller coaster, and a whole bunch of other stuff this season. But it is very exciting. It's a lot of fun. Go in there and check it out if you haven't. Fortnite, it's pretty popular, guys. I'm getting
The game is fun.
Wow.
Thanks, Reggie.
I'm trying to think how long it's been since I played Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Too long, baby.
Wow. Yeah. Moving on. There's a rumor of a new Crash Bandicoot game coming out.
Oh.
And it's not a mainline entry. What everybody wants from a Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh, do you play as Dr. Vortex?
Wow, I'm impressed.
Is that his name?
That is.
I was trying to be
wait.
do Michaels with
You
it.
said Vortex.
Wow! Incredible!
It's
Vortex.
Vortex.
Oh, okay.
Doctor.
So I did it. I did
You
did
get
it
close.
wrong, right?
Dr. Neo Cortex.
Is it another
You
like
just
kart
got-
racer or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
The fourth.
Come on. What else is everybody doing nowadays?
NFT.
Vibin.
It's a Crash Bandicoot NFT. Come on. It's so obvious.
Vibin NFT.
I think we got our image.
All the kids want Crash Bandicoot NFTs. It is a multiplayer brawler.
Oh, okay. I should.
Because that's what everybody's doing. 4 players brawling it out in some other style of game. It's
You get to choose.
almost like there's
between
one game
Crash.
that everybody
Cortex.
copies that.
Smash
No,
TV.
that's not Smash TV. Yeah, definitely.
Super
So the
Smash
rumor is this
TV.
is in the works. 4-player multiplayer brawler, and remember, Activision Blizzard is now a part of Microsoft. So the rumor is we will find out about this game through its reveal on Sunday at the Microsoft presentation, whatever they're calling it, Microsoft Activision Blizzard Showcase. I don't remember what Xbox is calling
Pretty
their thing, but
catchy.
remember, even if you don't
just
have any
rolls off the
interest
tongue.
in Microsoft or you don't have an Xbox, you'll still want to watch that presentation because they have Activision Blizzard now, and those games will still come out on other platforms. So if this game is happening, we might hear about it then. Juja has the first comment. Yes?
I was just gonna say, do you think Master Chief will be a fighter in it then? Because is it gonna be like one of those things where they bring all their
My understanding is it's specifically Crash Bandicoot. So it'll be all your favorite characters like Crash and
Cortex and that mask? Like what else? There's like a Hawaiian mask. or something.
Humidaba. Yeah, that guy.
What's his girlfriend's name?
And crates of mangoes.
Candy
Yeah,
Candy
right.
Coot.
I don't even know.
Bandicoot.
I don't, I played all the mainline
So is
games
there
and
a
I don't
Cranky
remember their
Coot
names.
as well?
Cranky Coot, yep.
And a Funky Coot.
Funky Coot, they're all there. They're all there.
Funky Coot.
Juja says, I'm surprised you didn't pun it up with your opening text. I totally expected to say Smash Bandicoot. I should have said that. You're right.
That's good.
Why can't I remember anybody's names in that franchise?
Diddy Coot.
Does anybody in here know any of their names?
They don't have names.
think
It's
you were
Crash
out of
and
anyone.
Cortex.
I know Crash. We just got over talking about how
the
I
big
don't remember
boulder.
people's names.
Someone gets to be the boulder that rolls at you.
Oh, it's like the
And,
big
the boulder was a
boulder. What are you talking?
Yeah.
I didn't think of
Nobody
that
does.
character.
Um,
Hello, Gecko Kitsune.
wait, isn't there like another multiplayer brawling game coming out as
Yeah,
well?
there's some out already, and there's more on the
There's
way right now.
Nickelodeon
So
one, right?
Like,
you know,
how many-
Nickelodeon
Brawlhalla?
All Star whatever came
Okay.
out, and everybody's like, "This is going to be the Smash Killer." No,
What's
now
Brawlhalla? What's that one?
that's been out for a while, but that is a
But
Smash
is
one.
that Nintendo or
Ubisoft.
Nickelodeon?
Ubisoft.
I'm just like I'm having trouble keeping track of how many are like
Oh, here we
currently, like,
go.
out or coming out.
There's
Hold on. There are so many characters in the Crash Bandicoot.
There's
world.
multiverses, which is the upcoming. Multiverses is the weirdest thing I've seen because it's Warner Brothers and like everything that
Okay.
falls on.
Yes.
So it's like
It's
Scooby Doo
DC
and like
characters.
Arya Stark, and it's such a that's not a lie. It's a
Yeah.
weird mix of. They're just
Wait,
like,
what else is on HBO Max?
yeah. I mean, any of it's up for. being included in that game.
So you've got Crash Bandicoot. Excuse me.
Crash Bandicoot.
Sorry, George. Dr. Neo Cortex.
Can you be fake Crash?
Fake Crash.
Oh my god.
Nitro Brio or Nitro Brio.
Oh, Coco Gijo.
Coco Bandicoot.
Coco, that's the sister, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's
Dingodile.
none of your business.
Aku, which is I
That's
guess
the mask.
Pinstripe Patoro,
Oh, I remember
Or
him. He was
Patoru?
He was a boss.
and he's got a Tommy
Tommy
gun.
gun. I
Crunch?
believe you, but my Tommy gun.
My
don't.
Tommy gun don't.
Crunch Bandicoot.
Okay, well, thank you, Nikki Hill.
Dr.
That's a
Nefart-
real name.
Oh, hold on.
I don't want to go through all of them.
Tiny Tiger, Nina Cortex, Dr. N Jin,
Funky Bandicoot.
Papu Papu, Uka Uka, Ripper Roo,
Popo
Penta
Gijo.
Penguin.
Hubba hubba.
DD Mega
Though
Doo-Doo.
the list has an end, it is endless.
Multiverses roster. Here's who we know so far. Again, this is the Warner Brothers DC. This is horrifying.
Oh, I was going to ask, is Tony Soprano going to be?
Taz, Velma, Bugs Bunny, Batman,
Mhm.
Arya Stark, the thing known for nothing but fighting and being violent, the Iron Giant, Finn the
completely missed
Human,
the message of that movie.
right? Harley Quinn, Steven
no.
Universe, Tom and Jerry, Wonder
The
Woman.
Iron Giant was initially
Wonder Woman.
tasked with being like a fighting robot, like right.
I'm sorry, I've kind of.
The Iron
tuned out for a
Giant
second.
was a tool being like it was
Oh,
a
yeah, he
robot that
he
was
originally
supposed
like
to be
a
bad.
weapon, yeah.
Yeah. So what's the problem here?
I think the movie moves away from him fighting.
Is he the only one?
I think.
guess-
Oh, I think something else happens in
I
the
think
movie.
the
but
movie
I guess
might have been
we'll-
trying to say that violence and warfare are bad things.
It's only for multiplayer brawler.
had
And
to fight the bad guys,
the
did they
developers
not?
were interviewed about that game because
Hold
they
on, what
and
are
they
you
were
talking about? Like
yes, Devil's Advocate.
Smash Brothers is full of lovable characters, and they all kick each other's
They all
butts.
smash each
Yes.
other's buttholes.
So give the Iron Giant some screen time, some game time.
I'm not making the game. He can be in there.
Just questioning it. Just stop questioning it.
Yeah, I honestly.
You
don't
know
really
what? We're
care
gonna-
either. I'm just having fun.
We're gonna make you play all the games that you devil's advocate for, and then you'll be singing a different tune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, clear up my
Yeah.
schedule.
Haha, and might I add,
All right. Moving on. Speaking of movie characters, Nintendo has filed copyrights for Nintendo Studios LLC and M Brothers Productions LLC.
Holy-
Nintendo Studios LLC and M Brothers Productions LLC.
Ooh, I
cow,
wonder what
could
the M
that
stands
stand
for.
Oh.
And they are both tied to the Illumination Mario movie,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
obviously.
the Illuminati.
The Illuminati, yes. Nintendo has deep ties to the Illuminati.
I know.
So what was it called? M Brothers. So it's the
Nintendo
Machiavelli
Studios,
Brothers.
M Brothers, and whatever I just said. No, that's it. Nintendo Studios and M Brothers, yeah. So they're going to be related to the upcoming Super Mario Brothers animated movie starring everyone's favorite choice for Mario, Chris Pratt.
Absolutely.
So obviously, if they're doing these things, you would think, oh, I guess Nintendo will have more than one movie in the works at some point. Maybe they have another one in the works now. I got no idea. But the first will be the Mario Brothers movie, which comes out April 7th, 2023. It's supposed to be out this year, but they delayed it. Why? The internet will tell you it's because Nintendo was worried about the Sonic movie. But that is just something the internet made up. I don't think they're worried about that.
They were worried it would be too good.
What's going on here? Nikki Hill's picking apart the game shelf for some reason.
I just saw this. It's another brawling game, I guess.
Well, that's a side scroller, but it does have the word brawl in it.
Thanks. Very cool.
So yeah, I guess Nintendo might have some other film ideas in the works. Joe Shabadoo knows what it is. He says Mario 2, Toad's Electric Boogaloo. That's what the next movie's going to be. And Toad will be voiced by. I'm trying to think the worst possible person I can think of.
Peter Dinklage.
There it is. There it is. I mean, it's so bad that I don't even want to talk
Wait,
about
is
it
he in
anymore.
that multiverse game too?
Well, if Arya Stark's in there, I guess there's a chance.
I think Toad should
That'd
be
be
voiced by the guy that
I love Tyrion.
does the Darth Vader voice for that clapper.
The force is
There we
strong
go.
with this one.
What, Toad?
The force is strong with this one.
Oh, that's what I thought you said.
Underestimate the power of the dark
Can
side.
I get a drum roll, please, MomBrain? Pokemon Go has surpassed $6 billion in lifetime spending.
Not too shabby.
So the game has been. How long has Pokemon Go been out? What year did Pokemon Go
Too
come out?
long,
Nikki Hill
baby.
and Kirby are really good at this stuff. So
2016. I don't know.
okay, guess Kirby.
I got no idea.
Okay. I said Nikki
2016
Hill's
and
really
one.
good at this stuff. He looked at me and went, it was 2016. Yes, that's when it
Oh,
came
he is good.
out. So 6 years roughly. And in that time, the game has made over $6 billion in
$1 billion a
global
year?
lifetime player spending. That
at
means the game has averaged roughly $1 billion a year. That is correct.
I could buy it.
Just last year, Pokemon Go was the 7th best revenue-generating mobile title in the world.
$6 billion. That's a
Pulling
lot
in
of limes, huh, George?
1.3 billion. Yeah, what's a lime worth? About a dime.
A dime a lime. A lime a dime. A lime a dozen.
George is like the guy at Costco. The price of limes hasn't gone up in decades, and he said if you try and raise the price of a lime,
$1 and I make a lime.
George is good. George is good. In quarter one 2022, Pokemon Go was ranked as the 11th top grossing mobile game worldwide. It made just about 200 million in that quarter. So there you go. So it's a big hit, obviously, still going. And there's plenty of people who are like, Pokemon Go, that's a fad. That's what people said about Pokemon when it first came around. I will
$6
never
billion
forget that.
fad.
That's what people said about Dr. Fad.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Dr. Fad's worth $6 billion?
Dr. Yeah, I mean, those
Fad.
wacky wall walkers, they made a pretty penny for the guy.
Did they
Yeah.
not come in boxes of cereal for a while?
They did. They were in corn pops because
Yeah.
that's specifically why I bought
Gross.
them.
Did he like make enough money to retire? I honestly don't know a whole lot about Dr. Fad.
I believe last time I looked at him, his website still had like booking dates, so he hasn't
Okay.
retired. No.
All right.
Has he made an invention since
I was
then
just
that's as
wondering,
good
like-
as the wacky
I was
wall
just
walker?
wondering,
No.
like what his net worth is.
Somebody looked that up. The internet's not going to have an answer for
I
that
figured
one.
you would. You're like his biggest fan.
I do love Dr. Fad,
Like,
and I
didn't
did
even know he had
recently
a game
watch.
show until you told me.
What?
Well, then what do you? How,
Yeah.
how would you have known him if not for the game show?
Did you just know him for the wacky wall walkers?
I must have watched. I've been watching like VH1's like I Love the '80s, and they talked about the wacky wall walker, and that's probably how I learned about him.
Google wants me to look up Dr.
he's-
Craze's
He's
net worth.
into
Who's that?
I don't know.
into herbs and
Dr. Craze's?
herbal healing and remedies. Dr. Fad.
Ken Hakuta, net worth. Here you go.
I mean, is it?
$6 billion.
Is it
he
believable?
is worth $1 million. Good for Dr. Fad.
I mean, it's not.
That's
available,
as of
but
2020, so it's
very-
not that
that's
out
very
of date.
respectable.
That is good for all these years later. That's good. I'm sure that's not anywhere close to the truth, but that's what it says. Did somebody ask how old he was?
No.
Okay,
Did somebody? I don't know. 71.
I didn't even know if he was still alive, to be honest.
he's still alive. Yes.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Limited Run Games had a press conference this year, as they do every year. And Limited Run Games, as Nikki Hill can attest to, makes physical game copies of games that are otherwise only digital, because Nikki Hill just purchased a game from them. What game is that, Nikki Hill?
TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
They went all out on their packages for this game.
They also have a Shantae one coming out and a Boy
oh.
in His Blob.
That
I
game's
know.
out
We're going to talk
already?
about that. No,
Not
it comes
already,
out-
but
Oh, I
it
didn't
comes
know.
out next week.
I didn't know these were all released yesterday or announced.
holy
Secret.
cow. Can we hear boners on this podcast?
We need a boy.
We got a new bongo!
Oh, there you
That
go.
was inaudible.
Yeah, what'd you say? You said things.
So you
Oh,
pre-ordered it.
He pre-ordered it.
Well, so yeah, one of the announcements yesterday was talking about Shredder's Revenge coming out, and then I was like, oh, and I looked up limited release games, and I text messaged Rami, and I was
Limited
like,
run games.
limited run
Just wanna
games,
Get that right.
and and I was like, it's not for sale yet. like the game was just announced, it's going to release, but it's not for sale through limited run. What am I supposed to do? You got to let me know the second you find this in the internet when you're going through it. And then this morning, I just happened to like refresh the page that I had, and it was for sale, and I pre-ordered.
So he got it. He got in there at the
I didn't-
perfect time.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to pre-order.
yeah,
them.
you might be able to, depending on they're limited, obviously, but
Sorry,
depending
did
on
you want me
the
to-
Sure, why not? Blah, blah, blah.
depending on the package that you're
No,
picking
no,
up,
it's all
because
cool.
there's
I just-
multiple versions, you could probably still get them. I wouldn't
I'm
imagine
so out
they're
of the
sold out
I'm
yet.
so out of the loop this week that I might have mentioned that I want to start doing physical copies.
You
so I'll-
did mention that, yeah.
Well, you can
did.
So I'll
still, so
start
like
doing
they
that.
have the physical copy, but then they have the special release ones, and I pre-ordered the retro one,
Oh, cool.
which the case of it looks like a VHS like slipcover, and then you take it out of the slipcover, and it's a VHS tape.
wow.
Limited Run kills
Yeah.
it with their physical
That's
And
games.
cool.
it comes with a gift certificate
Yes.
for a Pizza Hut personal pan pizza.
Just like
Really?
it did back in the day. Yes, it's true. They really
Wow.
did.
I've already said I'm
That's
not
nice.
going to cash that in because I think that is part
Tasty.
of the retro appeal, and I think it's necessary to just hang on to it.
Retro
Man, so
collectors do that
cool.
all the time, but you do what you want with your copies. But here's all the things that they announced. So they had over 30 announcements. I don't know if all were for Switch, but the vast majority were Switch related. So here's what's coming, guys.
This is crazy. This is
River City Girls 2 is getting a physical Switch release.
You really liked River City Girls, right?
It's way forward, man. They know what they're
Oh,
doing.
yeah, that's right.
Undermine is getting a physical Switch release. Deux, this is for you. You've never played this game. I played this back in the day, and it was fantastic. I'm sure it doesn't played this back in the day, and it was fantastic. I'm sure it doesn't hold up as well, but I remember it being really fun. Blade Runner Enhanced Edition is coming out on Switch. It's getting a physical release from Limited Run Games. I got a picture of it too. It's a classic.
Cool.
Like I don't remember when it came out, but it's an old PC game. Power Slave Exhumed is getting a physical release. Spider Swords from WayForward is getting a physical release. Lunark is getting a physical release, which is published by WayForward. Lunark is, man, WayForward is my favorite company. It's a brand new cinematic platformer, and WayForward's not developing, but they liked it so much that they're publishing it. So, the Shadowrun trilogy is getting a physical release on Switch, and it launches on June 21st, so it should be digitally available 21st, but you'll be able to pre-order then too. Coco Polo, the DSiWare game, and the 3DS follow-up are being combined into one package called the Coco Polo Anniversary Collection. This is what could be the very last physical release for the 3DS. For the 3DS. So you can get the two games separately or in a special package with a soundtrack and a collectible coin. Skeletak is getting a physical Switch release. Here's one that shocked me. This is crazy. Bill and Ted's Excellent Retro Collection. Pre-orders are open as of yesterday. This is the original NES game and the original Game Boy game of Bill and Ted.
The ones that like nobody likes.
That's not
That's right.
possible.
All right.
They are now available as a physical package from Limited Run Games.
What is the
So you get
audience for this?
an old school NES box, you get an old school NES sleeve with a whole bunch of goodies
Hell
inside of
yeah.
it, and a soundtrack as well. Also, they are selling Bill and Ted skate decks, as in skateboards, and Bill and Ted collectible cards.
I feel like this is for like hardcore Bill and Ted.
Yes,
fans.
yes.
Okay.
And-
Well,
and-
Limited Run Games specializes
I mean-
in niche things with a lot of their products because
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
audiences
true.
out there.
I mean, I like Bill and Ted well enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't
but
say
like,
I'm hardcore though.
but
Yeah.
yeah, there's like Wayne's World would have
Like,
like
not
a
enough to play
way
the
bigger
Nintendo game.
following that people would like.
Not niche enough. But here's the thing.
I think it is at this stage of the game.
Bill and Ted, the Bill and Ted Excellent Retro Collection went up for pre-order yesterday.
sold out.
Yesterday was June 9th. Why did they put it up for pre-order yesterday?
69.
69 dudes. That's really why they did it.
That's great. I love
Rendering
that.
Ranger
Oh
R2
my
is
god!
getting a physical Switch release and a physical Super Nintendo release. Also, MomBrain made sure to react accordingly and make fun of me when this came up because she knew I would want it. WayForward and Limited Run are working together on a Shantae statue.
Yeah.
MomBrain's working on something.
Statue.
Looking for the dad groan there.
Not gonna lie, I'm sweating a little bit.
So, yeah, and this statue comes out August 26th. Also, very exciting. A Boy and His Blob Retro Collection is getting a physical release on Switch. They already did a physical release of the newer Boy and His Blob, and now they're doing a retro collection on Switch as well. Konami Arcade Classics Anniversary Collection, which is a whole bunch of Konami games in a package, is getting a physical release that comes out this summer. There will be one standard version and 2 collector's editions. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 is getting a physical release. Garden
You
Stories.
underestimate the power of the dark side.
Garden Stories is getting a physical release. Don Pachi Resurrection is getting a physical release. One of the most infamous, horrible full motion video games of all time is getting a physical Switch
That's saying
release.
something, right?
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties Definitive Edition
Are you
is
kidding me?
getting a physical Switch release.
Rise from your grave.
You know this game?
Oh well,
It's
this is my-
notorious.
I don't know.
my favorite episode
Angry video game.
of
right?
Angry Video
Oh,
Game
yeah.
is the Plumbers.
That's how I know
episode.
that.
Well,
That's
now
how I
you'll
know
be
the
able to
game.
get it physically on Switch.
Well, now you do.
As we said, TMNT Shredder's Revenge is getting multiple physical versions. Blossom Tales 2 is getting a physical
Pretty
release.
awesome.
I still have
Enclave
to play the
HD is getting a physical release. Another classic FMV game, American Hero, is getting a physical Switch release. Bats, Bloodsucker Anti-Hero Terror. No, let me try it again. Bats, Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad is getting a
Oh,
physical
okay.
release.
That was about bad.
A spaghetti.
Escaluda 2 is getting a physical Switch release.
Spicy, spicy meatball!
There you go.
I
Glover
just ordered one.
is getting
Your favorite.
a physical re-release on the N64, so a new cartridge
Wow.
version of Glover. Tetris Effect Connected is getting a physical Switch release. Frogun is getting a physical Switch release. Oh, dude.
Did you know you can play
That's-
Tetris
thank
for
you,
free
Josh.
on Tetris.com?
So there's a new game coming out called Death Wish Enforcers.
Ooh, do you get to play as Charles Bronson?
It is very much a take on Sunset Riders.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you.
That sounded more like
I'll
Mario.
show you a little bit of it.
The music sounds just
Oh,
like
yeah.
it already. Oh my god, it's like just like it.
Buried with my mother.
What? You're even on everything.
It looks great. It looks great. So that is coming to Switch digitally, obviously, but they're doing a physical release as well. And then they ended their presentation with something very special. They are doing what Bethesda wouldn't. They are giving Doom Eternal a physical Switch release on July 8th. It will have a standard edition, a steelbook edition, plus special and ultimate editions as well. Need some more Pepsi or Coca-Cola Bite?
I need a it's biting me. Me and George are getting bitten.
So it was an amazing presentation. Those guys always kill it.
Sorry, American Hero.
Thank you.
I stepped out.
FMV.
Oh, okay, but it's not. What was World's Greatest? What is that? What's the
World's greatest detective,
I don't know
The
what you're talking about.
superhero show?
Batman.
Whatever.
Okay. You talking about the one? Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the name of that show? Kirby would know. Wise Guy says Doom Eternal. Yes. Heavy breathing. My body wasn't ready. They could have just had that, and I would have been satisfied. But then they have Star Wars, Enclave, Tetris, Konami, Arcade Classics, River City Girls 2, TMNT, and more. I'll be getting at least half the games on this list. Limited Run Games just said, "Oh, you have money? Yoink! Not anymore." Yeah, they
Evil
have an
laugh.
amazing lineup.
So wait, you
Amazing.
called
lineup.
this Frogun?
Frogun.
I would have called it Froggun
Okay,
because the gun is a frog.
you could.
The gun
I
is
like
not.
how you're calling me out on pronunciations.
The gun is not a fro.
I understand.
Like when you said Frogun, I was like, oh yeah, give me a gun that shoots frozen yogurt.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, I'll say
Which I call
Froggen
Frogger.
from now on. Froggen.
Froggun.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
right.
it's
Okay.
tough. Like what Nikki's saying
Froggun.
No, it
makes more sense,
Yeah.
but what you're saying sounds better.
I'll say Froggen if that's what he wants. I got no problem.
It's too much like Frogger.
Okay.
Or is it Froger? I think it's Froger.
Froger,
I've been saying it
definitely.
wrong for 30 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the Byte?
You mean I've been saying Frogger for 30 years?
Yeah, I'm going to go over this very quickly.
Did you open the Byte?
Was I not supposed to?
No, we put it in there to cool
Oh,
off for the rest of
He
the day.
opened the Byte, ladies and gentlemen.
What? I was thirsty. I thought that's what you were drinking.
Sorry, I did do the official sign of frozen Byte,
It's true.
which
Well, I didn't drink all of it.
Well, it's too late now. You
It's
drank
gonna,
out of
well,
it.
what's open is going to be flat.
no, don't. You don't have to go. We should save it first.
I got to drop it. Thank you.
right on my glasses. Smash.
Looks like he needs no. You can put those in the fridge. I got a whole
I'll
other
put the
box
whole
here.
box.
I'll get you
Yeah,
guys
go
another
ahead.
one.
I'll put the whole box so that way when Kirby goes to open it, we hear him rummaging.
Is it better cold? Oh, you didn't have it warm. Is it good cold?
Oh, I dumped a bunch of ice into it. And I
Oh.
can confirm it is better cold.
All right, I'm going to do this very quickly. Nintendo, as we talked about a while ago, got they were in a lawsuit with Gary Bowser, who headed up Team what?
Is he related
What's
to
the
Doug
matter?
Bowser?
Oh, Team
The Bowser
Executor.
brothers.
And they did some hacking stuff and piracy stuff. They took him to court. They won. We already knew this. The guy's going to spend 40 months in prison, and he owes $4.5 million in restitution to Nintendo. But we got a transcript of the courtroom proceedings. And Nintendo's lawyer, who we never really hear from, Nintendo's lawyer, Ajay Singh,
I would have expected
Ajay
Phoenix Wright.
Birdo.
said, this is a very significant moment for us. It's the purchase of video games that sustains Nintendo and the Nintendo ecosystem. And it is the games that make people smile. It's for that reason that we do all we can to prevent games on Nintendo systems from being stolen. He also talked about how this allows for people to cheat in online games and stuff like that. And he said, quote, parents should not be forced to explain to their children why people cheat and why sometimes games are not fair just because one person wants that unfair advantage.
Actually,
and then,
that is the job of a parent.
and then the lawyer and
So.
the judge talked about how the public needs more education on why you shouldn't pirate games and hack stuff and all that, blah, 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 blah. So you can read the whole thing there. You can also read about it's free. That's right. You go on games and just download them. It's free. Gary Bowser also commented, he said, quote, there's so much money to be made from piracy that longer prison time is insignificant. So he's saying, he's not talking about himself. He's saying you're not going to stop the pirates because they're going to make a boatload of money, and that's all that matters.
No, you're not
Get
going
it?
to stop the pirates.
Get
They're
it?
going to make a boatload.
Nice.
Thank you. I definitely did that on purpose. Steve Nintendo says Bowser claimed that there's so much money to be made from piracy that longer prison time is insignificant. So at the end, Bowser just turned to the camera and said, worth it. Am I reading this right? I didn't take it as that way because he said that stemming from a conversation about how they need to educate the public more. And he's saying, listen, people, the almighty dollars speaks. People are going to make money and they're going to say, yeah, I know I could go to jail for it, but if I don't get caught, I won't. And I make all this money. So they're willing to risk it.
For an $1.
Risk it for the biscuit, as the children say nowadays.
The money, as we say nowadays.
Damn it. And why do we say it? We don't know.
And we may never know.
I always thought it was Vince McMahon.
I thought we had that discussion. I think it might be, but I haven't found like the source of it yet. All right, Josh, can you do your thing? You start like this. We'll be right back.
I've got a lot of things.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Explode When Defeated presents something really neat and full of meat.
Those children aren't going to protect themselves in a brand new podcast series about everyone's favorite giant reptile.
Godzilla?
No, we already did that one.
Rodan?
No, we did that one too.
Gorgo?
Gamera. We're talking about Gamera.
From turtles to medieval samurai golems on our new series, Demolition Daiei.
Only on the HyperX Podcast Network.
Come on in, take a seat. What are you having? Well, of course I've heard of Hair of the Dogcast. That's the podcast that talks about video games and beer. For all of the latest gaming headlines, craft beer reviews, retro games, modern games, series retrospectives, console studies, and on occasion, extremely hungover discussions on the lore of Kingdom Hearts, make sure to check out Hair of the Dogcast, part of the HyperX Podcast Network.
Thank you, Josh. All right, I got an ad read. Does somebody else want to tackle it? Oh, where's my
Hang and bang.
hang it and bang?
Yeah, allow me if
Where's
you would.
my music? Did I accidentally delete my music?
I got music.
You want to hear it?
No, not that. Hold on a second. Oh, I got it. Okay. I'm sorry. Did somebody say they want to read it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take a stab at
right.
it.
My fault. My fault.
Ooh, yeah. This makes me want to.
It's the thing that starts with ad plug.
Ad plug. Eliminate clutter and embrace the freedom of HyperX.
You read ad plug.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the product. Let's start this
Take two,
over.
baby. Take two.
Take two. Top Gun from the top. Eliminate clutter and embrace the freedom of HyperX wireless gaming gear for PC and console.
I have those.
Power through all the great monthly PlayStation Plus games with the Cloud Stinger Core Wireless for PlayStation. Enjoy lightweight comfort with reliable wireless freedom so you won't miss plot points when you head to the fridge. High-quality HyperX wireless podcasts products can be found at most fine retailers, as well as online at Target, Best Buy, and Amazon, or you can shop for them directly at hyperx.com and hp.com.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
Only one flub.
I'd say it was perfect.
Pretty big flub, but I guess two flubs. If
Ad
you count
plug.
all the flubs.
Listen, it was great. The thing is, it'll be memorable. All right.
I don't know why the ad plug does sound like it could be a product.
The HyperX ad plug.
Wash off my ad plug for me.
Where were we? What do we got? Man, we got a lot of top stories this week. This is where we're at. Holy moly. All right. So Sega had a presentation this week. Whatever. They didn't announce anything. I mean,
no one cares about me.
They showed more Sonic Frontiers footage. They showed a little bit of Sonic Prime on
No baby
Netflix.
Dreamcast.
No baby Dreamcast. No, that was all speculation.
Oh, that would have been so cool. I would love to get my hands on that controller again.
So I mean, you can hold the one downstairs.
I'll just hold it. Yeah, I'll just hold it later.
So yeah, it wasn't anything major by any means. No like new game announcements or anything like that. Capcom also announced that they're doing a Capcom showcase on June 13th. That is Monday. It will be around 35 minutes and they'll focus on in-depth updates of previously announced Capcom titles. So it doesn't seem like they're going to announce new stuff, or if they do new stuff, there's not going to be a ton of new game reveals. So it's going to be more about things we already know. One thing we know for sure, they're going to talk about Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is the DLC expansion that comes out June 30th for $40. They said they will definitely have a segment on that. So look forward to that. Hawk says, I'd get excited, but their most interesting games are not coming to Switch, and I'll have to get them on PC. I love to know more about Street Fighter 6 or the RE4 remake. Oh, they'll definitely talk about both of those. You'll get what you want. And they just had a leak with Street Fighter 6 too, so I'm sure they'll have a whole bunch of retconning to do for stuff. Moving on. We've heard a rumor for a long time now that Nintendo was working on a follow-up to 1-2 Switch. And people have been wondering, where is the sequel?
3-4 Switch?
3-4 Switch. That's right.
Why would you say that?
Actually, it's
a
Freddy's
simple-
Coming for You Switch.
Simple. It's not even math. It's just numbers, Josh. It's just numbers.
Shut up. I don't care.
So what's going on?
Relax.
Why haven't we seen the sequel yet? Well, apparently Nintendo's having some trouble with it. This is rumor from supposed inside sources, but they are trustworthy sources. We'll say that. Here's what they said. The name of the game is Everybody's 1-2 Switch. The developers have gone through multiple ideas for a sequel, but the inspiration for these games comes from Jackbox and the Jackbox Party games. The sequel has a game show-like theme with a host, and it can host up to 100 people through smartphones and lobbies and all that good stuff. The aim was to create mini games based on international appeal, and the host of these games is a horse that looks like a man wearing a rubber horse mask. He stands on two legs, and his name is Horse. Why is his name Horse? Because Nintendo thought horse sounded close enough to host, so they went with Horse.
I was hoping it was Sebastian Toot. Is that
no,
Sebastian
that's
Toot?
his name.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a while.
Secretariat.
There's mini games involving moving around the environment for things like musical chairs, and a mini game that involves using a phone to play bingo. There's also some sort of spin the bottle game, but it's not about kissing. It's about saying something nice to each other. Then you F. The game play tested terribly, apparently, and everyone that played it did not enjoy it. And in Bingo, you can use a Joy-Con to dig around to find a number pulled out, and then you see the number appear on screen. And players of this game felt this to be annoying. The game also has a team battle mode that pits 2 teams of players against each other. And this mode features Horse as well, who gives color commentary during gameplay.
Red Souza says the horse with the morse.
So he's Australian. I'm the horse with the morse.
They need to have an Ubongo game in there to play.
Every game needs an Ubongo game. During localization, sources started calling the game Horse Shovel because of Horse as the host and the poor quality of the game. Nintendo went so far as to print up game cases for publishing of this game, but they've decided to hold back. So right now they're trying to consider, should we make this, or they're trying to figure out, should we make this a $60 title, or should we offer it as a Switch Online expansion thing at no additional cost? Will we ever see the game? Maybe it will be shelved indefinitely. We don't know, but that's where it is right now.
Put out to pasture.
Link It Up says, if true, this is very interesting. Wasn't very impressed with the original. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like the original, I'm sure didn't play test all that well either, and it went on to sell millions because this isn't a type of game for traditional gamers. It's weird party stuff that you bring out when a bunch of people are around and you're just having stupid fun. So I imagine that's what this one is like too, albeit with more Nintendo weirdness. So we'll see what happens. I have no doubt that the project actually exists, but now Nintendo's got a real problem because when it gets announced, let's say if it gets announced, this report is out there and they're just going to get dog piled on. So
Horse piled?
Horse piled.
Send it to the glue factory.
That
baby.
is right.
We gotta celebrate.
So we'll see what happens.
I forgot.
Excellent. Thank you. Nintendo also, yeah. Oh, this was through the Gary Bowser courtroom hearing. We found out that Nintendo did indeed release their revision of the Switch because of piracy issues. So you might remember years ago in 2018, a different version of the Switch came out. It wasn't listed as different, but the innards were a little bit different and some of the pieces were different. And people were like, I wonder why they did this. And hardware teardown experts said it looks like they did it to fight piracy. Now we know, thanks to Nintendo's lawyer, he says, finally, Nintendo had to release a new version of hardware in response to one of those hacking tools, and this modification entailed countless hours of engineering and adjustments to our global manufacturing and distribution chains, and of course, corresponding resources. To be clear, these effects are direct result of the defendant and team executor. I think that's how I say. Executor? No. I don't know how they're supposed to say it. Attacking our technological protection measures. So yeah, they're saying, listen, this is why Nintendo hates piracy, because they don't want their games stolen, and sometimes it gets bad enough that they got to put out a whole new version of the hardware. So,
and sometimes it's so bad that they win a lawsuit and get $4 million for free, baby.
The Great King says, I love Nintendo goes hard on piracy. Nobody who considered themselves a true Nintendo fan play pirated games. Well, see, I consider myself a true Nintendo fan, but back in the day I downloaded games for emulators because I was just like, this is great, I could just play whatever I want. But then I grew up one day, I was like, no, I shouldn't do that.
Well, that was when it first came out, and it was like the most exciting thing in the world, because
now you are a real hero.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of any of that stuff. I was just like, oh, this is great. I wasn't thinking it was illegal at the time. I was just like, oh, they're online and these are old, so that's all I thought. But
I use Napster, so what the heck?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I guess you could like try to justify it by saying like, I'm assuming you played like older games, right? For the most part.
They were all like NES and Super Nintendo games, yeah.
And I don't know, like some people might say like, those games are so old, the people that made them are like, out of the business at this point. Like, so
but those businesses,
guy, what has he done lately?
Those businesses still hold licenses and IPs and all that stuff. So
exactly.
I mean, that's a whole big debate. But yes, back
there was
in the day
also
I did that, but I don't do it anymore.
A period
that was
of time
decades ago.
I would justify some things by like, downloading something that wasn't necessarily released here.
Mother 3.
But now with the internet, you can access a lot of other things from a lot of different areas of the world.
A lot of mother things.
Here we go. We don't have
Here we
MPD.
go.
NPD we were supposed to have this week, but it got delayed. And yes, I did harass NPD's Matt Piscatella on Twitter, and we had a conversation about it because I was saying this is a big thing on our podcast, Matt. These numbers aren't coming out this week. And he told me to
Numbers.
he told me to do something else as a joke, and I don't remember what he said, but thanks for chatting, Matt. Anyway, we have the top 20 software sales in the UK for May of 2022. So these are the top 20 video games in the UK, all platforms combined. I'm looking for the top 10. Please make your guesses now.
Minecraft.
Minecraft is no.
Okay,
Minecraft is no.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. So it's bought games or played games?
Bought.
Okay, forgive me. E-Ring, Elden R.
Elden Ring was number 5. Yes.
Horizon,
Crossing.
new one.
Forbidden West.
All right. Horizon Forbidden West is number 7. Animal Crossing. I don't see it at quick glance.
Kirby and the Forgotten Realms.
Doesn't exist. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is
Lamb?
not on here.
Oof. Sorry, Curbs.
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart. Not on here.
Call of Duty, bro.
Call of Duty, bro. Number 18.
And did we say
Roblox.
Grand Theft Auto 5?
Roblox. I don't even know if there's a physical version of Roblox.
Mm.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, number 4.
I can't believe it.
It's insane.
Who doesn't own this?
That's the best selling game of all time, right?
No.
What's the most,
That's really
the
hard to
highest
believe.
selling game?
Minecraft.
Oh, all right.
Just not this week.
Minecraft is. Did you say Minecraft? Is it on?
He
the
did say
same?
Minecraft. No, but remember, this is physical.
Is there a FIFA on there? Of some
FIFA,
sort?
number 2. There you go. We're talking Europe.
And NBA 2K.
Oh, we're in Europe now.
Or UK specifically, but I'm
Oh.
sorry. Still.
In UK. Blimey the game.
I'll take one more. I'll take one more
That's-
before I
sorry,
start
that's
giving
Australian.
hints.
Andy Cap the game. He was British, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
wait.
guess he was.
Okay, now I need to look this up.
He hated his wife. That's what I know.
He had like a Cockney accent, right? I'm not like.
I don't know. It was written.
All right.
Oh, like like a Grand Theft, Gran Turismo.
Yes, number.
feeling pretty
It's not
okay.
the top 10. It's
Okay.
13, but I'll take it.
I can confirm that Andy Cap is British.
All right. So you guys didn't get number 1. It's a pretty popular franchise.
Arceus?
Oh, Pokemon.
No, it's all of entertainment franchise, not just games,
Fortnite.
movies, TV
Lego?
shows.
Lego?
Oh, Lego
Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars is number 1. FIFA's number 2. Number 3, you didn't guess. It's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and I just told you 2/3 of the name.
Nintendo Switch.
Exclusive.
Maybe it's-
Nintendo Switch Sports.
That is correct.
oh.
Number 4, Grand Theft Auto. Number 5, E-Ring or Elden R. Number
Thank you.
6, one of your favorites. It is, how do I say this?
One of my favorites.
It involves, I'm just going to give it away.
The
It
Three
involves
Kingdoms?
making hats.
Oh, Red Dead.
Red Dead
2.
Redemption 2, yes. Number 7.
Rat Hat Redemption.
Red Hat Redemption, baby.
Number 7, Horizon Forbidden West. Number 8, it's a sports game.
NBA 2K.
Yes,
million.
exactly right. Number 9, it's still real to me, damn it.
WWE.
Oh,
WWE
cool.
2K22. And number 10, that same franchise we mentioned as number 1, but a different game.
Shoot, what was number 1?
Isn't that sick? I already forgot.
You said it.
Oh, it was Star Wars, Lego
Yes,
Star Wars.
that's correct.
So probably Star Wars Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Why
Number
is-
10, because
why
they
is
announced
that-
the new one.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
So they like
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
so they like WWE over there across the pond. That's
They do.
interesting.
They did the whole thing where the game that came out 2 years ago didn't sell well because it was horrible, probably the worst one they ever put out. So they literally
Aren't they,
took
like, always bad.
not always. There's good ones, but they really
They're
fell
usually,
apart.
like, really buggy though, right? That's
They
what I
fell
always
apart
hear.
in their transition to 2K, and the last one that
Okay.
2K was involved with was bad. And WWE said, "We're not putting one out next year. You're taking the time to make the next one better," which is how you should do it. And this one is considerably better, and people are responding to that with good sales. Yeah. Here you go. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga was number 1, but fell 87% month on month. And here's the real truth for you, everybody. Nintendo Switch Sports was actually number 1 in terms of physical sales only, because Nintendo doesn't report their digital sales. So if you're only going by purely physical, Nintendo Switch Sports was number 1. Switch sales are down 3% month on month, but it was still the number 1 system. Console sales in general were up 16%. And does anyone want to guess what the 13th
I am impressed.
the 13th best-selling accessory was for gaming? So
Did you just like
13th
spin a wheel to like come up with like
Yeah, right.
It's funny. It's
HyperX
funny.
headphones?
It's funny, and it's Switch related. No, they're number 1, baby. It's a weird accessory. You've used it. You've used
Link's
it.
crossbow
I've
training?
used it.
Ring Fit?
Oh yeah, Ring Fit. The
Ring?
thigh strap.
Yes, the thigh strap was the number 13 best-selling accessory.
For the record, I haven't used it,
Oh,
but I
I'm sorry.
plan on getting what's that game called? Wii Ring Fit Adventure, not Wii Ring Fit Adventure.
There you go.
And it comes with the thigh strap.
Yes, and if it breaks or gets too sweaty or gross, you can get a replacement.
Well, I plan on getting that game.
Did you play
to stay in
soccer in
shape.
Nintendo Switch Sports?
I did, but
That's why I got confused.
I
Never
did.
mind.
I did.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
We have a Nintendo Direct rumor. You know,
It's my
maybe
territory.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because some joker put out something, and I explained why it's probably not true. The end.
Wow.
Here's what we know.
What a hole.
No official Nintendo Direct information right now. That's all we know. That's all I got for you. We're not doing that. We're not doing. Oh, I'll tell you very quickly. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hope's got a demo out right now. So if you've never played one of the Warriors games, you can try a demo of this one. Remember, it's Fire Emblem characters, but it's in the style of Dynasty Warriors. So download the demo and see if you like it. North America. What did we get this week on Switch? It's a big week for Nintendo fans because Mario Strikers Battle League is available today. Launch day is
Yeah, when I
today.
say that,
everybody.
you said played soccer on the Wii Fit, or Switch, Nintendo.
What is happening?
I did it. I'm
Nintendo
sorry.
Switch Sports. Oh, whatever.
That's how it ends. That's how it ends.
No, you just mentioned soccer, and I was going to segue into that. But last time, a couple weeks ago, when I tried to segue into something that was related to a news story from like
Is that what I sound like?
higher up on the list, you gave me shovel for it, so I just bit my tongue. But look at that very next thing.
Well,
Seems
thank
like
God
your
this
tongue is
discussion
healed.
went smoothly. That is the lead game, yes. But also, here's what's
I
available.
think the problem is we're all pepped up on Byte.
Ampersat Arcade Archives, The Tower of Druaga.
Hmm.
That's a classic arcade game, by the way. Beach Boys, The Perfect Date. Car Racing Trials. Casino Golf. Cool Animals. Dadish 3. Delivery from the Pain. Wow. Here's one I'm excited for. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. The Hinokami Chronicles. It's the Demon Slayer game for Switch. It came to Switch today.
Sorry, I just wanted to interject. I just ordered you guys some more.
I
felt that bad
that's
about
nice.
it.
I want to say I didn't complain at all, but thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what that reminds me
I
of
can't
a
wait to
little
watch
bit,
you drink it.
Kirby. You know, it reminds me of a little bit. It reminds me of that time that we
Oh,
were all
God.
playing a game together,
Oh, no.
and
It's about me. She's doing the Final Fantasy
playing-
Crystal Chronicles thing.
Oh,
you
that.
know, and Rami, we all had to
Yeah.
go, and Rami was like,
I don't know.
"Yeah, I'll wait for you guys," and then
Yeah, I do remember.
and then he played, and he finished the game without us.
You know, this revisionist history every
And-
time. That is not what I said. Every
I
single
don't know
time
if
you
he
say
ever-
this, and this
I
is
don't know
not
if he
what I
ever
said.
like
As far
alluded
as
to
I'm
him
concerned-
waiting.
Yeah, I didn't say. I said we are at the boss. If you leave, I am continuing.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. So, I mean,
Well,
Well,
all that
look,
matters is I'm still the only one that cares about that
As
game.
far,
I'm still the only one that beat that
as far as
game.
I'm concerned, it's all water under the bridge. It was a long time ago.
Thank you,
Let's
Kirby.
Please move on.
you know
No,
what else it
Kirby.
reminds me of?
Oh God, help
That
us.
time that nobody farted in the car.
Oh, don't bring that up. Even if Tempest is available,
Jesus.
Freshly Frosted, which is a puzzle game about donuts. Horizon Midnight Sky Combat Aircraft War Arena Flight Simulator 2022. That is all one
There's a
name.
new Horizon game already?
MomBrain. Horse Stable Herd Care Simulator. Jumanji The Curse Returns. Later Daters Premium.
I think
And
it's-
yes, that is a dating game
it's-
about old people.
It's Horse Stable Host Care Simulator, because you're taking care of the host of that new Nintendo 1-2 Switch show game. Oh, come on.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
We're accepting it.
Is that what I sound
I'll take it.
Is that the sound of a galloping horse?
Later, nope. Legend of
Galloping host.
Arcade bundle. Mario Strikers Battle League, like I said. Metal Max Xeno Reborn. Mini Gardens. Mr. Prepper. Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. That it's a mysterious fishing game.
Ophelia.
One Last Memory Reimagined. Pirates Jigsaw Puzzle. Blah, 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 blah. Pro Gymnast Simulator. Samurai Riot. Shishi. Timeless Prelude.
Shishi Jijo.
Soko Cat Combo. Square Keeper.
I think someone once told me that shishi is like Korean for like fecal matter or something. I
Poo
don't know.
Poo. Timeless Prelude.
my goodness.
Super Perils of Baking.
Or wait, maybe it was urine. I don't know.
Oh, this sounds hot. The Hand of Merlin.
Wait, that sounds hot.
Is that like a wizard sleeve?
Yeah. The Minesweeper Crew Bomber Expedition. The Wizard and the Slug. Thunder Kid 2 Null Mission. Tricky Doors. Video World. Ye Old Cribbage Club, a Later Daters game.
That is definitely a lube game.
And finally, Zeus Quest.
Later Daters. That's
It's
like
a
older.
dating game about old people. Yeah, legit. Popple says
what we've
Mario
all wanted.
Strikers isn't really my jam, but it's a big release. I hope everyone has fun with it. Instead, I think I'm going to scoop up all the Shantae games while they're on sale. What an excellent idea, Popple. That's a great idea. Also, hi, Dew. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Hi, Popple. That was nice of you to bring that up. I don't care for Shantae much, but in all fairness, I've never played one.
Popple is on your side, and I think you should play a Shantae game because of this. He says, RMC, we need to commission some new podcast art, album art. Since Dew is back as a regular, he should be on there. I agree.
Man,
I agree.
that's
You're
very
on there.
sweet.
I'm on
I
there.
don't-
We're on there.
I haven't earned the spot yet. I don't.
No,
think. I haven't
that's
earned it yet.
true.
but
That's
I-
true. That's true. Well, it's up to Crazy Colonel. He's the that guy that's got to do it. So he's listening to this now. Colonel, no expectations, no requests. If you want to do it, you go ahead. But we know whatever you create will be amazing. Nikki Hill,
So
you got something
What
to
are
do?
the next European masterpieces?
Let's
find out with Nikki's sweet releases.
thank you, Josh. These are the European Switch Shop releases for the week of June 9th, the year of our Lord, 2022.
Love it.
Right off the top of the list, big game, Mario Strikers, Battle League, Football. This is Europe, though. Football, yeah, football. That's where football is in Europe. Soccer.
This is Europe, though, so they named it appropriately.
Sorry about that. It's they say it's just like that car game. What's that car game called? The soccer game with the cars.
Rocket League.
Yeah, just like Rocket League, but with Super Mario characters playing the same sport. Ampersat.
I looked at this list and I was like, it's a short list
It's
this
a
week.
very
This should
short
be good.
list, but I got a lot of music to get through. Delivery from the Pain. Even if Tempest is all capitals there, so I don't know. Legend of Arcadia bundle. Mini Gardens. When I saw this on the eShop channel the other day, I was like, you know what? Maybe MomBrain might like this because she likes little gardens.
Looks cool.
But it's a puzzle game too, right?
Yep.
So, My Lovely Wife. Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. One Last Memory Reimagined. Pro Gymnast Simulator. Soko Cat Combo. Space Wing War. It's a war amongst the Space Wing. Square Keeper. Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. The Wizard and the Slug, and Zeus Quest: The Rebirth
Wizard
of
in the sleeve.
Earth. Yeah, and there's no Merlin hand
Nope.
in Europe. Maybe next week.
You want to read that comment?
Oh, I forgot. The comment comes from Shillelagh. Shillelagh says, I don't think Mario Strikers Battle League won't miss this sitter and score an own goal in the charts next week. I'll be Route 1 football right to the very top. It might even score a hat trick in the coming weeks.
Clearly, we don't understand sports.
So puns in
terminology.
there. Good work, Shillelagh. Don't know what you're
Lost
talking
on
about.
us.
You know, I'd like to make a recommendation.
Soccer.
Get out into the world, maybe.
Balls.
No, balls.
You want us to explore?
No, you know what I would propose to people who are listening and who are not like, driving or doing something else. When Nikki Hill's Sweet Releases comes on, that music is in the background.
Just
It's
go
like-
to your happy place.
It's a nice vibe. I'm going to recommend everybody who listens takes a minute to take a few really good deep breaths and just like get present while Nikki Hill's doing his Sweet Releases. I think it's a good time to do it.
Okay.
Otherwise, the Sweet Releases will fill you with anxiety.
Can I give you at school we teach the children 5-finger breathing, where now that I'm saying it out loud
Throw
amongst
punch.
grown-ups, no, you like start on the outside of your thumb and you breathe in to the top of your thumb and breathe out to the bottom. Breathe in
Like
to the
this?
top of the pointer, breathe out.
Into the microphone, please.
You trace your fingers
Oh.
like
Okay.
Like
Well,
you're making a turkey.
that's great.
Yeah.
yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you? You can't cook a 25-pound turkey. You can't put a 25-pound burger in a microwave oven.
Oh my god! I was going for a walk the other night, and I heard somebody.
gonna be there.
I heard somebody was out.
Get sick.
Somebody was standing outside of their house, screaming into the phone with that same like exasperated, like "I'm gonna keep talking until there ain't no breath in my lungs anymore." God damn, did you do that?
That guy's so good.
Yeah, don't mention turkey around that guy.
Turkey. All right. We got Europe's top 20 games overall. So this is all of Europe, and this is digital and physical. Now, you guys just did a top list with this, so you should be able to get most, if not all of them.
We know.
E-ring,
Just
Elden
remember,
Elden Ring is number
you
5,
went
yes.
from 1 to 10, and by the time we got to 10,
That's
we
true, you
couldn't
forgot
remember what 1 was.
Lego Star Wars.
Yes, that's number 3.
Minecraft.
No, that wasn't on the last one, and it's not on. Oh, yes, it is. It's number 13 on
All
this
right.
one.
Grand Theft Auto.
FIFA, number 2, yes.
Grand Theft Auto, like Nikki
Grand
said.
Theft Auto, number 4.
Call of Duty, bro.
Call of Duty, not on this one.
That was George. George, you said that one.
Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes, number 15. You're missing
Um,
number 1. Now, if you listened last time, you should know what the number 1 is this time.
I thought I said Lego Star Wars.
That's not number 1. That's number 3. You know number 2 and 3. You don't know number 1, but you should know it. I put in a little speech about it too.
Oh, 1-2 Switch. No, Sports Switch. Switch. Sports Nintendo Switch Sports. Did I just turn into Nikki Hill there for a second? Man,
You have a copy of Switch.
Heavy hibernation.
oh, man, that's good. Just got very
Yes.
excited.
Nintendo Switch Sports is number 1.
WWE wrestling game.
That's not in the
They-
top
they
20
don't like
here
it
for
in
all of Europe. Well, anyway, you guys did good enough. Here's the ones.
NBA
you
You
2K.
guys.
NBA 2K is number 6. Yes. All right, so you're missing 7, 8, 9, and 10, but they're all games you guessed last time.
Animal Crossing.
Nope.
New Horizons.
Still not Animal Crossing.
Minecraft.
Nope, not Minecraft
Horizon
again.
Dawn.
Did I say it
Horizon-
twice?
Yes, Horizon Forbidden West is 7. Now you're missing 8, 9, and 10.
Red Dead Redemption
9,
2
yes.
Rat Hat.
Did you take Grand Theft Auto when it took it before?
It's already up there. Number 10 was guessed by you last time, and you're the only one to guess it.
I was the only one to
And
guess
number
it.
8 is one you guys guessed that wasn't on the last list, but it is on this one.
Kirby. And the
Kirby
Forgotten
is
Land.
number
And
11.
the Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
Or whatever Deus said.
Come on, guys, you can do this. You could
I think
get all
that
top
is it.
10. You guessed them last
I said
time.
it last time, and last time was just minutes ago.
Without any hints. I don't want to give you hints.
Oh, Lego Star Wars.
That's we already said that one.
Gran Turismo.
Yes, that's number 10. Now all you need is number 8.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Holy macaroni.
There you go. You got all 10. Good
That
job,
was
guys.
strategic.
Thank you. Here's your 11 through 20. Kirby and the Forgotten Realms, Pokemon Legends
That's
Arceus,
not it. You're going to confuse me more.
Minecraft Switch Edition,
Shards, isn't it?
Assassin's Shards. Let's go with Shards. Yeah. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Far Cry 6, Mario Party Superstars, Hearts of Iron 4. No idea. And The
Hearts of
Sims
Iron?
4. Hearts of Iron. And then there's a whole bunch of
Wait, what
details
was
here.
that?
It's a Konami song from DDR.
Oh,
It's a video game podcast.
I know, but I don't know. You know DDR better than me.
I do. All right.
DDR Mega DD.
All right, here we go. Summer Game Fest was yesterday, everybody. What got announced? Here are the only Switch things announced. It was only an hour. I don't even know if it was an hour. It was shorter than I thought it was going to be. Yesterday, I talked about this one on Patreon because I still cannot believe it's happening. Flashback 2. Flashback 2 got announced. I don't believe it. And it's got the original creator and some of the other original dev team members. 30 years after the original, we're getting a sequel. It's coming out next year.
That's great
okay.
and everything.
I
but
thought it was like a remastered
But I
version
hate
of
it.
a sequel.
No,
before it
this
came
is
out.
a brand new, officially numbered sequel.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, do.
I mean, people are happy for this, so I don't want to rain on anyone's
No,
parade.
it's okay. No one's happy for it but
Yeah,
me.
I tried playing the original game and like I wanted to like it, but it was very frustrating.
Man, do I love Flashback. Flashback is not as frustrating as
I
Another
looked
World.
into it, my friend.
But
I
it's the
read
same
your
type of gameplay.
Patreon. I looked into it. It looks just like
I would
that
never
game.
recommend it to you based on what you had your time with Another World.
If I had
It's a
played it when
cinematic
it-
platformer?
Yeah.
yeah, and if I had played it when it like originally came out, I probably would have enjoyed it more.
I just played it again on the Sega CD like maybe a couple of years ago because I had never played the Sega CD version.
I'm sorry. I just automatically connect Flashback with Crash Bandicoot now for some reason.
Flash Bandicoot, yeah.
Flashback
Rated mature.
Flash Bandicoot.
Switch Sports.
Funky Coot.
A new trailer was shown for Marvel's Midnight Suns, which at the time that trailer didn't show the Switch logo, even though we knew the game was coming to Switch. But I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Fire Access, the developers, they're the team that makes XCOM. They later confirmed the game is still coming to Switch, just coming later than other versions. The other versions come out October 7th, so who the hell knows when the Switch version is coming, but it's still coming. Neon White got a release date. It's coming out June 16th, so next week. Good luck competing with TMNT. That is a rough
The
deal,
Neon
man.
White, is that Annapurna?
It is. Annapurna.
It just looks
Switch console exclusive.
It's like a
speed running
battle
first
royale?
person. No, it's a speed running first person platformer shooter.
What does speed running mean?
roguelike?
Like when people play games as fast, like go through things. You're
Yes.
going for speed, like you're going for
Yes.
and that's a part of it. Like that
Yes.
kills it for me a little bit.
Well, you don't have to go. It's not like if you don't go quickly enough, you lose the game. But
It's not. Is it multiplayer?
No.
Because it also has the appearance of like
I got an interview coming up with those guys next week.
it just has that. It looks like because it's first person, I guess, and I automatically put it.
It is
into-
not multiplayer.
And like the trailer is just somebody like people running and gunning people down. So it just gives me the appearance of like a battle royale style game.
Nope. Single player story focused.
Huh.
Think Mirror's Edge.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
And
in
it's
a weird.
Didn't Nikki really love that?
yes. So,
But it's also
not-
like it's also in like a Bayonetta style like deconstructed world where
Yeah.
there's like pieces of worlds flying all over the place.
it's got an incredible voice cast. Like people from I should say from
Phil
anime,
Lamar?
but well-known people. No, what's the name of the guy that
Isn't
did
he the one
Spike
that does
Spiegel?
everything?
Oh, yeah, we
He-
talked about.
he's
it
the
before.
lead in this game, which is
Steve Blum.
yeah, so good. Such a great voice. But the whole cast is great. They really nailed it with their voice cast. But yeah, so it's a Switch console exclusive. It will be out on PC next week, but you can only get it on Switch other than that. We found out that Casey Jones is playable in TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and also the game has a 6-player mode, so you can do, and that is offline or
There's only
online.
4 turtles.
So
It's a ring toss.
April
game.
and Casey.
Oh right.
Sounds
I'm
like
sure
a
you unlock
cluttered
other people
game
too.
screen to me.
Yeah,
Hold on. You can't play as Splinter.
Splinter. They haven't revealed him as playable
what
yet.
happened?
Yeah, he would be a good choice.
I don't know.
He'd be a good choice.
I don't know.
Well, he wasn't. In
That's
the,
what I'm
he
guessing.
wasn't-
You unlock
The
playable
original
characters
arcade
too.
one was just the 4 turtles, right?
I can't think of any like beat 'em up turtles game where you weren't just the turtles.
Right. And like Splinter's in it as an NPC where you just eat pizza with him, probably or something. I don't know.
He's in it as an NPC in some games, yeah. But
and there was like a tournament fighter. game,
tournament
too.
fighters, yes, you could play as a bunch of people, or turtles or animals, whatever you want to call them.
Does it take place in New York City at 3
a.m.?
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
Oh yeah, Big Apple 3 a.m.
Also, Capcom Arcade's second stadium got a release date. It comes out July 22nd. That is a collection of 32 arcade classics, or Capcom classics, I should say. What was that?
I'm looking at these trailers now, and you have to mute it every single time. So
Now's the time.
Yep.
That was the perfect time.
Perfect time.
yeah,
Shillelagh
so I can
says,
talk about it.
Shillelagh says, ooh, Flashback 2, and it's coming to Switch. Sweet. It's coming out
Ooh.
winter 2022. Oh, okay. One other person wants it. I'll take it.
I'm sure there's flashback fans out
Listen, I don't give an F who wants it. I want it, and it's happening.
I mean,
I
I
just
like
can't believe it.
some cinematic platformers.
The
And what
trailer
was
looks
other one?
cool. I have to admit, if I didn't know it was a cinematic platformer,
It's
I
the
would be like, "This looks cool."
It's the first
You also
cinematic
get
platformer
severely
I've
let down
seen
after you downloaded it.
that like takes cinematic platforming in kind of different way, because now the camera rotates around the environment too. It's still a fixed environment, but it'll rotate around it. So like if you go around the corner, it goes into a 3D view to go around the corner. Plus, it looks like in some sections your character can move within the depth of the level. So it's like,
Wow.
it has some sort of
sounds cinematic.
angular gameplay to it.
Amazing.
Sounds cinematic.
I
You're
just, and I think that's great. I just hope this opens the door for games that like more people, aka me, would want to see sequels to. Like, where's my Eternal Darkness 2 and stuff? Like, who like Flashback 2?
Well, here's the thing.
Well, Eternal Darkness is like a special case.
Eternal Darkness is a cult classic, but
Cult with a
Flashback
capital
is
C.
like one of the big cinematic platformers. Like that's a genre-defining cinematic platformer.
Sorry, I've been hanging around my mom a
Sounds
lot,
exciting.
and that's what she does when she's disinterested with what I say.
Yes, Nikki Hill.
Eternal Darkness is too scary for most people.
Not nowadays.
Not to mention
Too
how
scary.
many,
that baby
how
in
many
VR.
Too
televisions.
scary
Heading
for
towards
wieners,
certain
baby.
death.
Listen. Back we had the CRT televisions, right? It looks like bugs are crawling on your screen. You smack at it, you go, "Oh, they got me." It was just the game. Now, if that happens, you're breaking televisions left and right. They can't do that. They can't
There'll
afford
probably
that.
be a lawsuit at some point.
Nikki Hill, I'm skipping a story on purpose because I want to save it for last. I just want you to know because I figured you would have said
Because you're
something.
you're gonna bring it up.
I am the podcast police.
The Super Nintendo.
Excuse me, Rami, you missed one.
The Switch Online Super Nintendo app got updated
That is not correct.
with 3 more special versions of games. So Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Course all have special versions available
Dream
now that
Realm
give
3,
you that give you certain conditions that you start with in order to make the game more challenging or play in different ways.
Can we
So
call
those are available.
dreams sleep stories from now on?
Sure. Sonic Team
I think
says
sleep stories are a section on Headspace.
Sonic Team says they want to continue the Sonic Adventure franchise. So people have been asking for Sonic Adventure 3 for a long time now because Sonic Adventure 2 came out, Jesus, I don't know, almost 20 years ago. I got no idea.
You're too slow.
Yeah, somewhere roughly 20 years ago, probably less, but close. And they've done a whole bunch of Sonic games since then. The next Sonic game is Sonic Frontiers, which is not an open world game, says Sega. It's an open zone game. Make sure you get that right.
Like Green Hill Zone?
Yeah. And people are still wondering, why won't you do Sonic Adventure 3? Well, Sonic Team's Takashi Iizuka talked about it, and he says, I've mentioned this in previous interviews, but I would like to continue the Sonic Adventure series. Sonic Adventure also contains smaller open spaces known as adventure fields. I think we've used what we learned with those games as well. I haven't thought about my next game yet, but I personally think it'd be nice if we could use what we learned with this game, speaking about Sonic Frontiers, in Sonic Adventure. So he's saying, hey, yeah, I want to do another Sonic Adventure. So it could happen. D says, hi, says, that would be a change from how they've been doing things since after Sonic Adventure 2, and even that didn't have the same style as 1. They've been trying to reinvent each time instead of focusing on the things that work and refining that and then adding to that core. I'm not trying to be mean. I loved Sonic Adventure when it came out, but I don't think it stood the test of time. I don't want it. Worked back then. It worked back then. So maybe if they
Giant Reggie said almost exactly the same thing.
If they built on that and made it better, maybe. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 do not, in my opinion, stand the test of time. Oh, Sonic 06, that nightmare with Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, that was like that was their,
That was
stupid
Naka's return to Sega. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You guys don't want Sonic Adventure anymore.
Adventure for like
a new generation. Yeah. This one's got humans that Sonic makes out with and way more bugs than ever before. Yeah, I mean, Sonic Frontiers is, I was explaining to Do, it's looks like it's going into the Sonic cycle like every other Sonic game. It looks interesting, but it looks like it's really buggy and broken.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it.
Looks like a Sonic game.
Is this where Sonic is a cowboy?
No, you would think with Frontiers it would be about being. Well, I don't know. We don't know all the story details yet. As of right now, no.
It's like Oregon Trail meets Sonic.
I wish.
He runs the Oregon Trail very quickly. Game's over in like 5 minutes.
Finally, the best press conference. The best press.
I'm sorry, what?
Heyo.
The breast press conference of the year.
Oh my god!
So far, not surprising, it was the best Devolver Digital Marketing Countdown to Marketing showcase. Every year, they do a little showcase that makes fun of everything in the game industry and themselves, and they also show games, and it's the best. And somehow each year they top themselves, and they did it again this time. Another fantastic presentation. They had a whole skit. The whole thing's a skit, just like they always are.
This video is 9 hours. Can
Yeah,
you just give me 9 hours to watch this, and we'll talk about it.
I'll tell you. So what happened is they had a whole bunch of people, and each year they do this thing about how they're trying to figure out how to get people's attention and what gamers want. And they talked about how gamers don't want reveals. They just get excited about the countdown. And the lady's like, it doesn't matter what you reveal at the end. People just want to do the countdown because it's exciting. So they had a plan to do a robot that would just count down to nothing. And that robot was Suda51. So a giant mech walks out, and it's got a Max Headroom style screen with Suda51, and it's him counting down 30 minutes long. And you think he's going to do the whole thing, but then they stop. Somebody comes in and hacks the robot, and they started revealing games. And the games they revealed were awesome. So we got a release date of Cult of the Lamb, which looks great. And now we know it's coming out August 11th. We also got the reveal of The Plucky Squire.
Man, you are so excited for this game.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
It's incredible.
It looks cool.
It is the first game from James Turner. James Turner used to work at Game Freak. He was the first English employee hired at Game Freak. He left to start his own company, and now we know he's working on The Plucky Squire. It's a 2D, 3D adventure where a hand-drawn character plays in like a book, but can come out of the book and wander around in real life settings. And like the two, I don't even know what to describe. This guy.
I had it muted.
We'll sit here and watch. We'll watch you watch it.
This looks like Toy Story.
So it's incredible. I love the art style. It mixes genres. There's shooters, there's platforming, there's old school Zelda, there's Punch Out. There's a whole bunch of stuff thrown in there. The art style, because he's a drawing. It looks fantastic. They also showed another game that's not coming. Everything they showed was awesome. They showed this like really interesting puzzle skateboarding game with an amazing style. They showed
God bless them for like doing different things.
That's what Devolver Digital does.
What about my friend Pedro? Wasn't there something about a sequel?
Them.
Or is there a sequel for something like that?
I don't know officially.
I know Devolver Digital from like the Hotline Miami game.
Yes, they're one of my favorites. They're definitely
my
up there.
Broforce 2.
They also
Did
revealed.
they do that too?
They reveal. You're watching this trailer now. It's over. How was it?
That's great.
Oh yeah.
What?
You put it on to watch it. It was a thing on the show, and then you didn't watch
I
it.
put it on to
I
distract
watched it.
myself
I
because
watched
just
it with the
listening to
sound off,
you
by
is
the
just
way.
too much. So did I. I turned it
Um,
off after the first.
Angerfoot was revealed, not for Switch, but Angerfoot. MomBrain saw the trailer for
It looks
Angerfoot.
really fun.
It looks awesome. It's a first-person kicking
Footer?
shooter. You have guns, but you also just kick people too.
Okay.
And the soundtrack's insane. And the game that's a trailer you need to watch with the sound on. You can't hear it, or you can't see that without the sound. It really makes it. So 30 minutes, tightly packed, great. It was funny, well shot. Love it. They kill it every time. It's going to be the best press conference out of anybody. So if you didn't watch that yet, go watch it. It is well worth your 27 minutes of time. Really interesting. And a great game lineup. Lime up, George. I said lime up.
Oh.
And that's it. That's the news, everybody. All right.
We did it.
I'm going to start with you because I think you won't have anything to say.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say. Sorry, folks. Hopefully next week I'll have a game to
You've been
talk
a busy
about.
man. It's all right.
I've been a busy boy.
I'm going to go to Kirby next because I don't think he had anything.
No, I was too tired this week. So.
And then I'm going to MomBrain because she doesn't have anything but Merge Mansion.
No playing Merge Mansion.
Penny and Flo.
Penny and Flo.
And all right, Nikki Hill, it's back to you, baby.
Yeah, I played. I finished off the story mode of, or like the story progression or whatever of Yoshi's Crafted World.
What'd you think?
Whoa! I enjoyed
Whoa.
it. I'm not really that interested. Like, some of it is really hard for me. I don't know.
Yoshi's
It
known for
gets-
being difficult.
But especially if you want to get some of like the extra stuff and
Well, some of the hidden stuff is tough to find. Yeah,
but like
definitely.
But like the levels where it's just scrolling and you have to kind of keep up, or like you have to do stuff while you're riding on a train and stuff like that. That stuff's tough. Like the aiming and everything is really tough. But I enjoyed it. It's whimsical. It's fun. I just love that. Like the story is like, oh, here's this rock that has some gems in it. Oh, it gets taken away. Go get the gems. Oh, you got the gems.
Hi,
Everybody's
Fluffernutter.
happy. It's like real simple.
Yeah.
There's nothing like,
You're not getting any kind of
Crazy.
sophisticated story from a Yoshi game. I don't think there
Is
needs
that
to be one.
Bowser Jr., right? That's his name.
That son of a bitch.
Jeez,
Yeah.
it's just a terrible-
Boju.
It's just a
That's
terrible.
what they call him.
Just a
Wait, you're saying
Boju.
Bowser's a bitch?
It's a son of a bitch.
It's just a terrible
Well,
being.
no,
Bowser is the bitch.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
And
saying
Bowser
Bowser
Jr.
is
is
the
the
bitch.
son of
Okay.
the bitch. Yeah.
But yeah, so and then I played some solitaire. I'm back to solitaire, which means I'm
It's
back
all
to,
over.
back to nothing at all.
Hi, Eggplant Jr.
played
Tetris as
solitaire.
well. But I also downloaded.
Oh, Eggplant Jr. That's great. He put a clip
Did you
in
know
the
you
chat.
can play Tetris for free
Oh,
on
boy.
Tetris.com?
Okay. Thanks, Josh. He put a clip in the chat of Betty White saying, "Oh my God." We got to add that one to the
Do you want me to
soundboard.
plug it into my computer?
No. I'll clip it for the soundboard. That's great.
So, all right,
Wow,
so go
Fluffernutter.
ahead.
Thanks for the comments on the back of my head.
Can you play that again?
Oh my god!
Cool.
Did you not plug in the speaker?
It's plugged in.
No, it's not.
It's plugged into two different sources. I don't know.
Devil's Advocate, you are incorrect. It is not plugged in.
Oh.
That is
Um.
cool.
So I played Tetris.
Where was that cat?
What Tetris Connected, whatever it's called.
Tetris Effect Connected.
And then I
All
also
this time.
I downloaded Shantae, which I think I downloaded on my 3DS.
Wait, what? You downloaded Shantae?
Yeah,
Which one?
the first one.
Wow.
I think
I don't like the
I don't
first one.
remember if I've played it.
I added a map.
I'm pretty sure I downloaded
that?
it
Oh,
to my
finally.
my DS, my 3DS XL.
Nikki Hill, I apologize. You have been interrupted a lot during this segment. I promise I will stop.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
guys, the ranting robots are in the chat.
What? Really?
They're back. Hello, Rummy and crew. We've finally returned after 7 years. Earth Shore is weirder now. Welcome back, ranting robots. I can't believe it. They're back. This is incredible. Sorry, Nikki Hill. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Can you remind me who the ranting robots are?
They used to be staples of the chat. You really don't remember them?
It's been we've been doing this for a long. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, they'll introduce themselves again.
Like if I'm paying attention to the chat, I don't know anything what's going on during the podcast. If I'm paying attention to you or the podcast, I have no idea what's going on.
And
in
if
the
I'm
chat, so
watching
I
a YouTube
apologize.
trailer, I'm not watching the trailer. Go ahead, Shantae. You got Shantae.
Yeah, but I didn't play it, and I also had bought it. I bought it.
I was so excited to hear about it.
Listen, I got it for like less than 99 cents because I had some gold coin.
Hi, Mike Roddick.
I got to spend that coin.
Yeah, I don't know if that Shantae deal is still going on, but it's all the mainline
If
it's
not,
all the mainline Shantae games at a discount.
Yeah, and I honestly don't know.
You know
what,
why?
Oh man, this guy.
You know why? Shantae's anniversary.
Good, 69 dudes.
Go ahead. You're right. I'm interrupting a lot. I
Um,
apologize.
I really don't know what I'm saying. I don't know which Shantaes I've played, but I've played some, and I've bought more than I've played. And I'm pretty sure I bought this original one for the 3DS XL Wii Shop or whatever the hell it's called. And I think I've played it before, but I don't know if I've played it to completion. So I bought that, and it's going to sit on my Switch for who knows how long. And then I also bought A Short Hike.
Oh.
And I played that.
Oh, you did. You loved it.
And I loved it.
Yeah, it's a great game.
And I know there's probably more I can do in it, but I think
It's a
like-
short hike.
I think that's in a rotation now that I'm like powered up and I can get to the top. My plan is to just get to the top of that mountain like at least once a week and just kind of coast down.
Yep. It's that's an multi-award winning game. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's just
great,
real
cool
beautiful.
idea.
It's just
Love the
like-
style of it.
Yeah.
Very
the only
nice.
thing I don't like is the way the camera kind of swings around at times and you have zero control on the camera. And so like when you're flying in a direction and the camera spins around and then you're blind to where you're actually trying to fly to, that's a little tough.
Hi, Mike
I
Crowder.
wish
Oh, I
there
said
was a map of some sort so that I could just kind of navigate. Yeah, I get it.
that. No, that was an honest mistake.
So I can kind of navigate a little bit easier.
What made you pick that up? Was it discounted or you just
I've
saw
been
it?
wanting to, and I know it's a short game.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is,
No,
is
a
like,
short hike.
Short hike. She's right.
I played it yesterday for like a couple hours. I was in there, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna stop now." So I stopped, put it down. I went back to Tetris or whatever, solitaire.
Fluffernutter says, doesn't the game have excellent music?
It does. That was also part of it. Somebody sent in music from it, and I was like, man. And then so that's why it kind of pushed me to get it. I can't tell you what the music is now because it doesn't sound like Perfect Stranger, so it's not in my mind. But today I played it, and I was like, I'm going to the top of that mountain just for the heck of it. And I went to the top of that mountain, and I coasted all the way down to my aunt's house in one coast. And I was like, this is great. And then I was like, oh, here's an option to go take a nap in the house. Sure, I'll do that. I'll go take a nap. The end. I was like, no.
Then I took a nap in real life.
You can go back in there at any
Yeah.
point. I mean, your aunt in the game says you can come back and visit anytime. And I love that. Like just that little like statements like that are really cute and sweet and real pure. And I liked it. And it's a good game. Thanks.
I believe that was revealed for Switch in an Indie Direct, or Indie Showcase, I should say.
I remember it.
They
I remember
spotlight it for a reason.
I remember looking at it and being like, oh, that's cute. And it's real cutesy. I don't need that crap. But I did.
You do play a lot of hardcore games. I won't name
You're a
them all,
hardcore
though. I
gamer.
don't want to.
No, go for it. Name 'em all.
No, we don't have time. You play so many hardcore games.
Yeah.
Like Josh, you're a hardcore gamer.
Yeah,
I'm hanging and banging, Josh.
Are you who he's hanging and banging with?
Hanging and banging.
Oh,
You've been hanging
A
and banging
gentleman
with Josh?
never tells.
Do you have a Rosie tattoo somewhere?
Moving on.
Moving
Not
on.
in my
Someone's
arms,
got a
clearly.
Well, okay.
What are the next European?
No, oh boy,
What have you been playing, George?
I'm trying. Lime Lord.
Oh, I
It's
got
the
that.
only game I
Lime
can think of.
splitters.
Anyway, I was going to say Lime Bandits, but that's a movie.
Burger lime.
Burger Lime. Wow, George,
Ooh.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Classic.
Thanks, George.
What have you been playing, Raw Meat Cowboy?
Oh,
Me Cowboy. What have you been spending your lime playing this week?
thanks for asking, Nikki Hill and George. I've been playing Fortnite played more Fortnite, and
You're a
enjoying
sweaty.
the new season, having fun with friends and family and that. And I finished up Transaruby, and I need to write my review for it.
Did
So
you
I'll
make
have
that up? That name?
so we said it last week. It's the name of a game. Said it's from Skipmore. They made the game Kaneko that I love. All that. I'll have my review of that next week. Transaruby, Solid Master. My Sharuba. And that's it. Yeah, I will have another review next week of an extremely anticipated game.
Yeah, and that's the one that gave me an audible boner earlier this podcast.
I am beep beep unbelievably excited to start this. My Chronic, we talked about the Chippendale movie at some point on the podcast. I don't remember if it was it was during a regular episode. I don't know what episode it was, but it's in there somewhere.
A few weeks back.
But we loved it. Long story short, we loved it. All right.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Let's do some questions.
Actually, yeah, I watched it because both of you recommended it.
We know movies.
It was worth it.
We watch anything Chippendale. Am I right?
Almost. Not yet.
There you go. Send your questions to goninpod@gmail.com.
Oh, where?
goninpod@gmail.com. Please put question or question in the title. This week's question comes from Autumnal Blake. Sometimes games incorporate their music diegetically. The music is being played within the game world. And this is always really cool to see. My favorite examples of this are the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook performing in Inkopolis during Splatfest, and KK Slider performing live in Animal Crossing. What are your favorite examples of diegetic music?
Oh, well, I just thought of the No More Heroes when you go to like change your clothes.
Yep, that's a perfect example. And I'm going back to Kirby and the Forgotten Realms, where the birds are singing part of the theme song while you're going through the beginning level.
Lots of great examples.
Yeah, I wish I could think of them. The Luigi's Mansion. He hums the theme as you're going through the levels.
Bummer.
In the Rayman, the one Rayman Origins or whatever game, the Lums sing.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
This one's mine. Oops. That's not what I was going for.
Okay.
Catchy tune.
Sorry.
I don't think that quite fits, but
Doesn't count?
No.
I've got one in Earthbound when the Runaway Five do their show.
There you go. What were you gonna call them?
I was gonna call them the whatever that. I was gonna call them that Adam Sandler movie.
Little Nicky?
The Little Nickies.
The Little Nickies when they
Big Brother?
No, the one where it's like a takeoff of the Ridiculous Six or something. Oh wait, no, that is what it is. The Ridiculous Six.
Oh, yeah. Billy Madison.
Oh, that.
Is Beyond Good and Evil when you go into the bar? Does that count, or is that playing in the
That
bar?
counts enough,
I always assumed, right? That
Well, because it like crescendos or something, right? Like when as you walk in, it gets louder.
Or Mama Go Garage. That one might be even better if that counts. I don't even know if that counts. That might not be.
Yeah,
I don't think they're listening
I
to
always
it.
assumed that was like a recording that the Rhinos had like done, and they just like play it all the time.
Nobody here has played Mother 3, but there's a lot of it in Mother 3. You hear like the main bad guy theme song like playing over airships while you're like, or through like loudspeakers and stuff while you're going through the game, which is a cool idea.
What about
too.
Joel's song in The Last of Us?
Oh my goodness!
I mean,
tear jerking.
I guess that counts. I don't know if
sings
it's
it,
quite the
right?
same.
Like-
How about
How about that remake?
Ocarina of
$70.
Time. Ocarina of Time when you're going up the stairs and
hear
Ganondorf is
Ganon?
playing that organ.
Yep.
Wait, I'm sorry. We were complaining about Last of Us. What was it? $70 for the same game. And is it? It's a remake or it's a remaster? A remake? We don't know.
I don't know
I
what
just
you,
saw
what you call it.
the headline
money.
of a article, which is probably clickbait, but it basically just says like that remaster or remake or whatever it is like just laying it out there that the gaps in graphics just like aren't there anymore. And it's just not worth it.
This is what it is. It's like, here, you're gonna buy it, gamers. You did this. That's what it is. Yeah, like the side-by-side trailers. I'm like,
same game.
It was it 10 years ago? Was it? Maybe it wasn't even 10 years ago.
Now, what about this?
What about this? That remake can go to hell.
Let's say that you have somebody who's never played it before and is like intrigued.
Don't
Which
ask me this,
version
'cause
do you
know
have
what I
them
would do?
play?
I'd have them play the original, which is what I did with you.
Well, yeah, but
You
this
didn't play
wasn't.
the re-release or whatever it was on PS4. I hooked up my PS3.
Did they fix that water issue that Nikki Hill?
Oh, now we got to buy it to see if it's still there or not. I can tell you this. I think the graphics in the new one look worse. I'm going to put that out there.
Oh, okay.
I think the character models look weirder, and there's not near as much detail in clothing. That's what I'm putting out there. But
weird.
I'm not going to buy it anyway. I wasn't going to buy it, but yeah, $70 for that, baby.
Well,
what are you looking at here?
I never played
saw
the
lightning bug.
original.
They were out when I was walking.
I never played the original. I played the remaster, which I guess we're going to call the first remaster. But
now, yeah, so it came out on
and that
PS3,
was
PS4, and now
terrific.
PS5.
Like, and it looks great today. Like, it still looks great today. So if you
Yeah.
hadn't played the original, the remaster is perfect,
It's
and you
not
don't need
that
anything
different,
else.
and you can get it for much cheaper.
Yeah, and like the frame rate looks great.
Oh God,
Yeah.
the story is just so
Yeah.
good. Why would you?
Well,
need
that's the
anything
point.
else?
Like, that's my thing. When you think of this game, how many people are like, you're like, what's your favorite part of the game? People aren't like the graphics,
the water.
Wonderful. This guy wouldn't say that. Anyway, that's an after show discussion.
2013. was
Uh,
the original.
Thanks for the question, Autumnal Blake. Really cool. We
Very
love talking about music. MomBrain, I have a
Yes.
Patreon. Did you know that you could join the GoNintendo
have a
Patreon?
Patreon?
Yeah, I know. I said it weird.
Patreon?
Did you know you could join the Patreon
For $1.
for $1? Thank you, Billy.
Where?
Patreon.com
For $1.
something. Maybe GoNintendo. Who knows? Try it out. Guy Bones has this week's question. Hey, podcast crew. What are some of your favorite little known functions of consoles? I'm thinking of things like the GameCube's eject disc button. You know how many years I went before I knew that? It wasn't when the GameCube was dead. Like, I knew it as the GameCube was going on, but it was like a couple of years into the system's life. The PS2 front logo being able to switch orientation to match the console's orientation. I did know about that one. Recovering a recently deleted PS1 save file by pressing all 4 shoulder buttons. I only learned about that one like a couple of years ago. And etc. And if you can't think of any, hopefully you just learned a thing or two.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
You
Guy Bones
learned?
just laid
Very educational.
all of the secrets out. Are there any more secrets? Oh, there was the Xbox 360 power supply doorstop, like that one.
The old flipping the PlayStation 1 upside down. You remember
I
that?
had to
right?
do
or
that.
wrapping it in a towel with the 360. People
What?
were doing that.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you would flip the PS1 upside down to get it to read discs. Why it worked, I don't know, but it worked.
It was like PlayStation's version of blowing into the cartridge.
Yeah.
Would you turn it back on its up, or would you
No,
have to play it
I
upside
couldn't.
down?
I had to play it upside down. Yeah, and I was upset because I had PlayStation Magazine, and every once in a while they'd give you a sticker for
Stickers.
the top. So I had like a really cool sticker.
I want
Looking back,
everybody
it
to see
wasn't
my
cool at all,
wipeout
but, like,
stickers.
yeah, I had a sticker on there, and it was kind of like one of those smiley, like a "Have a nice day" smiley
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
but in like it
That
kind
was
of a
their
rip-off.
logo for a while.
It's a rip off of that, and I was like, so cool. But then I had to like flip it upside down every time I wanted to play
A game.
Tekken 2. But how about does it count when you turn the GameCube on and you hold down the A button and the
That counts.
GameCube spins around and it shows you the memory card? I thought that was so cool.
The GameCube hold the buttons down when you turn on the system, and you get different startup noises. There's the baby crib one. There's the the how do I say this? Not sound
Babies.
offensive. The samurai style noises where it's like wood blocks, and the guy that goes you. And there's another one in there. The Switch has that stuff too. Depending on what button you hit to unlock your system, you get a click or a car horn, or there's something else in there too.
The Switch does that?
Or a clown horn. Yeah. Go grab my Switch. You can do it right now.
Beep, beep.
Nope, he only watches YouTube.
Say
videos
Switch.
straight.
No sound, please. Well, let me think of systems.
Do you
where
see
that...
what Red Souza says in the chat?
I didn't. I'll go right now. The PS2 opening was based on your memory card. Each tower is a save block, and the height corresponds to the amount of data saved. I've known that for a while, but I didn't know that back then. Turn it on. You got to do it. You're already touching it.
I'm gonna break it or something.
I give you permission. It's okay. I don't remember which one you do to honk it. I
So
think
what
it's
do
a
I do?
shoulder button.
I press the power button.
Press the power button. I always turn mine off completely. So
Do
press the
I-
power button. You'll
Okay.
get the lock screen, and then you hit a shoulder button.
A shoulder button while I hit something 3 times?
No, just the shoulder button. You know how you hit any button to unlock the system? You got to hit it 3 times. He's heading towards certain death. We're watching Nikki Hill right now to see if this happens.
You're watching me, right?
I'm watching.
It's going to be so anticlimactic.
How do I do?
Hit a shoulder button.
I'm holding. Hold 3 times?
Have you ever used a switch before that unlocks the system? Turn the volume all the way up. This is amazing.
I'm kind of with you, Nikki. I don't understand it either.
I gotta hit the same button.
You don't have to hit it. Anytime you start up your Switch, you hit the button 3 times to go past that menu. That's what it's about. There's even icons down the bottom that show you.
Yeah, I know.
Stop that music so we can hear this. Now hit. You don't have to hit it quickly. Just hit it once or twice. You'll hear a honk.
This is exciting.
Push in the joystick. There's a different noise. There's one of them's a honk. There you go. There you go.
Oh, I hit it 3 times.
I never thought ever of hitting any button other than A.
Well,
I can't
man,
believe that.
perfect question. We literally taught you this today. There you go. Another one.
That's a good one.
Amazing.
That's diarrhea. Yeah.
It's the little things.
There you go. Oh, here you go. Red Susan says, I never realized there's a honk. There you go, people. We taught you something new today.
My mind has been blown this episode.
That's a good question.
Is this is all switches and not just the OLED?
All switches.
Okay.
But the OLED looks nice.
It does. That Tetris effect connected on there is really impressive.
Very nice.
Now you know. I was going to go through systems and try and think of things. NES didn't have anything. Super Nintendo didn't have anything. N64 didn't have anything.
TurboGrafx.
I don't know. What are you going to say there?
What's this option here? Reformat whole switch.
I mean, the TurboGrafx did play cards instead of cartridges, but that's not really a secret function.
I used to turn on the PlayStation 1 without a disc sometimes just to hear that like startup noise because I love that so much. But that's not a secret.
There was that special feature of the is it the PSP that could shoot discs out?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And raw meat. I mean, this might not count, but I remember you telling me about the when you try and play like Symphony of the Night.
Put
the disc in like a stereo.
This is a PlayStation 1 disc or whatever he says.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that doesn't count because you're not using an actual console.
That's great though. No, that definitely counts. I say, and then there's also some exclusive track that you can hear.
The song is really
that
awesome.
you can't hear in the game. You only hear it when you put it in a stereo.
I always remembered that.
That stuff's awesome.
Yeah, I love those little Easter eggs, those things you never think of. I'd love to talk about this more, but I can't think of anything to keep it going. So I guess I'm just gonna have to say thank you.
I wish PlayStation would go back to the black underside of the discs. I don't know why I loved it, and I don't know why they stopped it.
Good
really
questions
like seeing,
both
your
ways.
fingerprints all over the disc?
You know, I don't know why I liked it. I just thought it was. I probably just thought it was cool and unique at the time.
I loved the Wii U discs because the Wii U discs had like rounded, smooth edges. Smooth.
That's right.
It's not even an edge, whatever it is.
They did
Smooth
have
side to it, and it felt so nice. And it's like,
feel
why don't
nice.
all discs do this? And that's why the system didn't sell. Thank you. Oh, hello, Wolfric. Wait a minute. Eggplant Jr. says, finally thought of one. Leave the 3DS sound recorder for a few moments and it will play the Mario theme with whatever you've just recorded. I remember that. You are right. DS. Trying to think. There's a hidden thing on the DS too, but it's somewhere deep in my memory. Whatever. Those things are awesome. We should make a whole list of them. I love that stuff. Thank you very much, Guy Bones. All right. MomBrain, it is time.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Send your music to goninpod@gmail.com.
Where?
Goninpod@gmail.com. Did I not do my questions thing this week?
You did.
You did.
Say whatever the hell you want and all that? No, I didn't do that.
that thing.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. What the?
Send your
hell is
questions
wrong
in. They
with
can
you?
be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general. They can be whatever the
hell
you want them to be.
Where?
GoNinPod@gmail.com.
If we're gonna be a mature podcast, we gotta lean into it.
That's right.
So
That's
let
right.
me say
Yeah.
hell.
Got to drop the HE double hockey stick.
That's how you get those numbers to go up each week. Numbers.
All right. This one comes from. Oh no.
Sounded like you short circuited.
There's not a
Name.
no. There's not a there's no music.
What do you mean? Oh, they didn't attach it.
That's the most important
Let me see if maybe.
Did they say the name of a song? 'Cause
You
if-
can't hear it. We can't hear it.
Oh no.
Okay, this this comes from Freddie Fro,
Mhm.
and of course, Rosemary the Farmer.
Dual submission.
Well, I mean, it's from Freddie Fro, but you can't have Freddie Fro without Rosemary. The
All right, Nikki Hill. Let's go.
PBS the game.
Is this Mario?
No.
Just Dance.
No.
This first party?
No.
What is this number? This is fantastic. What system?
I believe Switch. But let me double check.
Whatever this is, I gotta play this, and then I'll find out I've already played it.
You might have played it. I think you did.
I would remember a song like this.
It does have a first party feel.
Ape Out? No, I don't. I think the music's a little different in that. Freeform jazz.
Yeah, Switch.
I got no guess. This feels like a song I would guess right away. So if this is a game I played, I'll be shocked.
Give up?
Yeah, tell me it's a game I played.
Thirsty for more.
Chicory.
Man, and you
That's
know
another
what?
game that's on
This
my
is
list.
really confusing to me because I listen to that soundtrack almost every week. Why do I not hear
you-
that song?
Did you play the game?
Yeah.
Is it fantastic?
Chef's Kiss. Bene Smucha.
I just watched the trailer for like the first time.
Did you download it already?
I did not download
I think it might be on sale.
I didn't.
Oh yeah. Hey. Oh.
No, it may have been. I don't know. I may have seen it, but I watched the trailer for it recently, and like,
why does that song not stick out?
It just-
to me?
it's-
Does it?
it
Did you know what
seems-
song that was? You're gonna love it.
it seems
You're
like an
gonna love it.
incredible story.
Okay.
I mean, I did, but now I don't because I'm not playing it anymore.
I listened to the soundtrack on Bandcamp. Maybe it's
What kind of
skipping
game is it, though?
songs.
It's like an adventure game.
It's like an adventure game. It's like Zelda. There's no like traditional like sword combat or anything, but there's some elements of combat. But it's a very like heartfelt,
Just puzzles and
serious,
stuff too,
moving
right?
story. Yeah. But it's not like
Yeah.
puzzle heavy. There's puzzles, like there's dungeons with puzzles and all that stuff, but obviously they all use the painting
It's
mechanic.
like the game play style or whatever seemed intimidating to me because
No.
everything in life is. But like the story,
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's
Where I-
not a difficult game.
I was like, oh man, this
You'll
looks-
love the story. The story is very good. It's
Yeah.
very sentimental and serious and heart-wrenching and uplifting, and it's great. It's a great game.
This.
Play Chicory, you assholes.
Wow. All right. Well, on that note, this
Whoa.
song comes from Wired. No.
Come on, Kirby. You know it. I don't know it, so you know.
We.
And it's got some kind of
No.
This is a game Kirby knows.
I don't know.
This is a game I know.
I don't know. I mean, yes, everybody. I think everybody knows it, but like, you know,
Sphinx and
I
the
don't think
Curse of
everybody's
Mummy.
played
That's
it.
not on Wii.
No.
Mad World.
No, and no.
Endless Ocean.
No.
Turok.
Nope.
I don't think so. Deadly Creatures.
No.
The Blob 2.
Nope.
All right, we're just throwing stuff
I
out
remember
there.
the music into Bob too. But
Do we officially give up?
Yeah.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom Ultimate All Stars.
Oh,
Okay.
Of course.
Maybe I played that at your house.
you might have. I do have it.
This one. No, we did this.
Boing, boing,
Uh,
boing, boing.
Wait, was that, 50 Cent or something?
this
Yeah.
this one comes.
You're right over there, MomBrain.
From
A good friend
Don
of the
Tony.
show.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure. Like, I don't see a name, so I want to make sure I'm not like, misrepresenting. This one comes from Don Tony. No. Oh, so the video has been removed.
Oh,
no.
Oh, it's probably Nintendo.
Probably. What's the channel? Probably
I
a
don't
Sylvagunnis channel.
This one comes
Boing, boing.
from Rosemary the Farmer.
Wow, nepotism.
PBS the game. By viewers like you.
What system is this?
Switch.
Man, people are sending in some bangers this week. Not first party.
I don't believe so.
Doesn't sound first party. Man, I mean, I keep thinking of things that I know it's not. Like I'm thinking Psychonauts or Insecticide or things like that. Grim Fandango.
No.
Ah, that was a good guess. Thank you.
Hit you. Bless you. Thank you.
Do I know this game?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Anybody else got a guess? Man, we haven't gotten any this week.
This was Later Alligator.
Have not played it. Showed you the trailer though.
Yeah. And that was from Rosemary the Farmer.
I know it. Not well enough to remember that or to know that song.
How many we got going?
We need two more.
Okay, good.
And we're doing terribly. That was number 3.
All right. This next one comes from somebody.
You think maybe you should do this beforehand?
No,
next time?
definitely not.
Never.
Absolutely not. This one comes.
Oh my God.
Well, it's a funny story, actually. It's really, really funny how that all turns out.
What is their email address? Just say a couple the first part of the email. Sometimes it's their
This one comes from Turbo K.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like a Genesis noise, right?
Sounds too good. This is familiar.
Daft Punk the game.
Sorry, just wanted to double check on the system.
What system?
Switch.
We don't stand a chance. Just go ahead. Man, oh man.
The Gardens Between.
Haven't played it yet.
Oh,
haven't played it. Looks
that's
really
one that I
cool.
bought like 2 or 3 years ago.
Looks nice.
The
When
Switch
was-
library
when
is
was
way
it
too
even
big.
You're letting us down, man.
I buy
Not
so
for that
many-
guy he knows.
Even if I played it, like I enjoyed the a short hike music. If she played it right now, I wouldn't know.
You might.
I wouldn't.
You may.
You might, Rabbit.
Oh.
Mars.
Okay.
Might not. Might not.
So this is the last one.
That's correct.
We need this.
That's right.
We need this.
Okay.
It'd be nice to get one.
This one comes from Hylian Tom, who says, "Happy podcasting."
Thank you. He'll be happy if we get this.
Please give
Just double checking I have all the information.
Layup, Hylian. Layup.
Cadence of Hyrule?
Yes.
There we go. I mean, it's kind of a layup. It is a Nintendo-related game. but
Hailey and
I got it.
Tom, I didn't tell you, but Hailey and Tom said, listen very closely. The notes give it away. You've played them yourself.
I know. Yeah, it was, what is that? The fire song. Whatever.
Gerudo Ruins
Yeah.
Dungeon.
Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo.
Ooh,
Dee-doo,
Bolero.
dee-doo, dee-doo. That's it. Thank you. Bottle, 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 bottle.
It's a RMC
Bottle,
layup.
bottle, 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 bottle. You remember
that's a
standing
good
down
game.
there in that?
You ever play that
volcano?
one, Cadence of Hyrule, Kirby?
Yeah, I think
It's
I
a
played,
good
I
one.
played a little of the demo, and I just couldn't get into it.
Oh.
But I mean,
You can play it without needing to go to the beat of the music. There's a special mode for that.
Okay.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Without the beat of the music is what makes it cool, I think.
Well,
That's what makes
yeah,
it
I mean,
really fun.
but there's people who don't have rhythm, and I'm not saying that to be mean. There's people who don't have
And
rhythm,
there's
and they
plenty
still
of
want to play
games
the
they
game.
can play that aren't that one. Personally, I'm sorry. With peace and love.
That's right. They shouldn't put modes in there to
Y'all
let
can't
people
dance.
enjoy games. They should shut them out. Dude, do you have a rumor for us this week?
I do, actually. Deux views. It's never news. Rumor of the week with Dew Michaels. So
gotta
this
get a
one's a
real
little
song made for that.
this one's a little different. This one's a true.
Oh, this is
a trumer. So do you guys remember when we tried Coca-Cola Byte Zero Sugar?
I remember vaguely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that a lot of companies have been trying to capitalize on the success of gamer drinks, and Lactaid is getting in on it. They're coming out with Lon Lon milk. They partnered with Miyamoto, and he let them milk his cat.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
And that's going to be the flavor of Lon Lon milk, because they said, hey, what's the flavor? We want to do a little something. And he's like, obviously it's my cat, which I got somehow after the first Lon Lon milk appeared in a game, because I looked it up during the show via Google. But
just that one cat's going to make all the Lon Lon milk?
No.
They're
They're basing the flavor off of the cat's milk. So
okay.
and then they're gonna do like a Willy Wonka thing where one can of it, yes, it comes in cans, like all milk. It's not carbonated. But
let me crack open a nice milk here.
One can of it is gonna be the actual cat's milk, and if you do get that can in your package, you get to go tour Miyamoto's factory.
Wow.
So Nintendo, you mean?
Rami, would
No,
you
no,
drink
Miyamoto's.
canned milk?
Yeah, I drink canned milk. I
That's
wouldn't
foul.
drink cat milk,
That's
but I
foul.
drink canned milk.
Well, you wouldn't know it's cat milk until
Sure.
you win.
It'd be a
And
delightful.
if you win, you
Hi,
also
Coleman.
lose.
It'd be a delightful little game to play.
Yeah, so that's the Trumer of the
Oh
week.
my God, here comes the cat.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening. That's get away. Get away. That's week's show. I want to end this before he screws it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Ooh, that was nice. All right, after show. Man, there was something I wanted to say. Oh, we were talking about The Last of Us. You want to share your thoughts? You have any more thoughts or no?
Well,
On the remake.
You sent that video to. First of all, I know what your answer is going to be, but why do you keep sending things you don't like?
What's my answer?
Because I love my friends and I would send them things they like.
Yeah.
But I
came across it throughout my
I don't
day,
know
and I'm
how
like,
I'm
oh,
supposed to feel.
Dew and this other guy would really like this. I'll send it.
Yeah, well, he liked it, and then it
Yeah.
almost makes me think like he's wrong because he shouldn't be, because he wants a PS5 so bad for like all the wrong reasons. And
Listen,
it's-
if I'm going to be surprised that anybody wants PS5 for those reasons, it's him, because when you compare those reasons to like filmmaking or anything like that, it would be a horror. Like he just wants the game, like Dan Squig. Like this is the third time they've put this game out, and it's just slightly better graphics, and graphics are not the reason why you like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But I guess they are the reason he likes it, because he took all those pictures and everything, so he's excited to go around and take pictures in the first one. So I guess there's that. Oh, sorry, he takes all them pictures. So I guess that's something for him. But
yeah, well, I feel like a jerk because I got that text message, and then but I didn't have time to watch the trailer, and then I forgot about it, and I still haven't watched the trailer, so I don't know what it looks like.
It's the same, like it's the same exact, like there's nothing. The animations are the same as the original game. Nothing's changed.
So it's the same game. They're not
100%.
remaking the game,
unless there's a tidbit they haven't shared since then. It is the same game.
They're like remastering the remaster of the game.
Yeah, but I guess they're calling it a remake because I think they're starting from the base game and going to PS5 graphics rather than going from the
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like it's weird because usually I don't know. I've been jumping on. I own a lot of those remasters and stuff, so I can't really talk. But I'm starting to feel like you a little bit, where I'm like getting kind of jaded to all this.
But the ones that you owned had like improvements in the graphics and stuff, right?
Well, like like Wind Waker HD or like. I mean, I don't know.
Well, see, like going from not HD to HD,
I bought twice.
I think is valid because
I do too.
Like you're going from an era where HD didn't exist to now. Like
right. But if they did it, they did a Wind Waker HD polished, then
I'd be
would
like,
you
all
get
right.
that one?
Yeah.
Probably not because I don't know. I wouldn't see the value in that. But I don't know. Like if they did a Twilight Princess HD, I would definitely get it. But
well, they did. It was on the Wii U.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I can get it.
Yeah, Roth is saying a part that we're not talking about. It says they may coincide with the live action series on HBO, so new folks can watch the show, and they may feel like checking out the games to see the re-release.
It's just starting to feel all tacky, like they're just using us to make this like extra money, and I don't know. And it's making me now, it's putting like a bad taste in my mouth for the show, because now I'm starting to think, well, why do we even need the show? Like the casting seems great. If anyone's going to do it right, I think HBO has a chance to. But we, like you said, we played the games for its incredible story. Why? How can you even relive it with real people? Like, there's no way they can intrude there, even with what looks great about the sum of its parts. Like, how could it ever live up to the experience you had when you played those games?
Because those stories aren't just like about telling you a story. It's about putting you into those roles.
Yeah,
like, in a second game, especially, like you're having to play as someone you don't want to play as, and you're having to make decisions that you don't want to do. And you're like, if this was me, I wouldn't do this, but you have to play the character through that. So you really feel that stuff. When you're watching a show, you're not going to get that. I'm excited for the show. I think the show is going to be great, but yeah, it's not going to be the same as the game. It's, a passive experience versus an active experience. I don't see how the show could do better than the game.
I don't think it could.
No Halo.
It's no Halo. That's right. Just like, it'd be funny if I could think of it. Just like the Wordle video game. We all know the Wordle TV show is not going to be as good, but maybe it'll get... This is the truth, by the way. They're doing a Wordle TV show.
I should have figured.
Man, I don't know. We'll monetize anything.
I liked it when it was called Lingo, and I didn't realize Lingo and Wordle were the same thing for some reason, because I guess I'm an idiot, and I loved Lingo.
I liked it when it was called Hangman, kind of.
Not nowadays. Now we got to play word games without killing people.
So yeah, they just changed the name.
Yeah,
because it was too violent.
But yes, $70. Yeah, just put the other one on PS4. Or isn't it there? Can I download the PS4 version on PS5 now?
No, they removed it.
And that's another thing, charging more because it's on the PS5 as if it's like a legit
graphics are better.
PS5.
Graphics are better.
Like, I don't know. It feels dirty. It feels crappy.
Is the world gamers have created for themselves.
And Naughty Dog's behind this, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're involved.
Like, that makes me feel bad too, because they seemed so meticulous, and now it doesn't seem about the art anymore.
Hey guys, we put this game out on PS3. you should probably put it on PS4 because it came out late in PS3's life. We want people to play it. Great. Hey guys, PS5's out. Let's do that game again, and we'll do the graphics a little bit better because it's the right thing to do.
But
So.
the TV show came out, so that's why.
Or maybe.
So you're saying if PS6 comes around and they don't redo it again, then you could be like, see?
Maybe the narrative is like, oh, we have a game, but we don't have many exclusives for it. Well, a lot of people did really like The Last of Us, and there's some people who still haven't played
Let's
it.
do an exclusive with better graphics,
Yeah.
but the same game. Yeah. Listen, I'm very tough on remakes and remasters. I don't like the whole
But you
business.
you love yourself them D-makes.
I do love a demake. You're right.
I love the way he says it too. He
You
really
are
puts the emphasis on
100%.
the D.
A demake.
Should I say demake? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
remake.
I think it's demaki.
A D-make.
Solid Master Link has a question to me, but you're better to answer.
Where?
Do you guys post updates if the time changes? There's DD Mega Doodoo. If so, where can I get the update? I don't usually because I never know what time really we're gonna do it. I can try. I'll do tweets. Does that work? Does a tweet work? Is there a better way? I usually jump into podcast Discord and just leave a note. But if there's a better way, tell me. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever you want.
Get to it, MomBrain. Get to it.
Yeah, D-makes, man. I love D-makes. They're I love seeing games, how close they can get to the gameplay experience on older hardware. Somebody just did Elden Ring on the Game Boy. Like, love it. Love it.
E-Ring, Elden R. I'm starting to
Tweagle?
I'm starting to feel, and I like video games. I like to play video games. I've been buying recently. I've been buying like every system. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a Sony and Microsoft like at like PS6 and whatever the next Xbox is. I know it's early to say that, and I know I'll probably eat my words and go back on that eventually. But like right now, I feel like I have those two extra systems and I don't ever use them. Like if I'm gonna play something, it's mostly the Switch. Like my best memories of this generation, not even this generation, I guess last generation, are the freaking Switch still. Like I am getting really disheartened with all of this, and there's nothing to play. Like I spent $500 on this PlayStation 5 a year and a half ago.
As far as exclusives, there's not a ton. There's stuff to play from that's either also on PS4 or only on PS4. So like I don't know how hard of a barrier that is for you, where you're like, I am not playing it if it's also on PS4. Because like there's stuff coming up like Stray.
cheating.
I can't wait for Stray.
But that's
I'm
also
gonna
on
play
PS4.
Stray on PS5, but it's also going to PS4. So I don't know if that counts for you or not.
Well, I'll still play it because I haven't played it yet, but it's a struggle because it's kind of like I could have saved $500 and still played Stray. You know what I mean? And, like,
I know. I would say this situation is worse than any other generation. And to be completely fair, a lot of it has to do with pandemic and how development got set back on stuff. Like that has to be warranted. But then like also you're like, man, even if that wasn't the case, like what really would be out by now? And did we really need the PS5 right now?
Well, I appreciate the fact that Stray is coming out on PS4, but like if they wanted to, they could have probably polished that a little bit more, or like built it for PS5, right? To be exclusive.
Well, yeah, here's the thing that's been going on since I would say the PS2 era, but I'll be generous and say PS3. All this BS about the power of this system, the power of that system. You can't do a game like that. You can. Like it does. You can. These systems aren't doing anything new. They just quote unquote look better. But we're so far into the law of diminishing returns now that we have situations like The Last of Us, where you're like, The Last of Us still looks really good. Like the difference between these two aren't that big. So whatever.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't buy a PS5, but I've spent probably close to the cost of a PS5 on PS Plus and didn't even turn on my PlayStation for a few years.
All right, guys. On that, we're ending it. Thanks for joining us on a Friday show. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend. If you're looking for all the Nintendo news, I will be covering every event tomorrow. So I hope you see things you want to see. But that's it. Have some, what do I say? Have some fun, rest, relax, play some games, hang out with friends and family. You deserve it. We'll see what.
Have a great week.
Have a
Take
great
care
week.
of yourself and be good to people.
We'll see you
and
later.
Thanks for listening to us.
Peace and love.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Spread love and hugs and stuff, but COVID, stay away from each other.
Well, I made sure that got left in there.
Spread love, not